Hello. We're recording.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Welcome to the 2019 Game of the Year discussion. It's 2020 right now. Hello?
You mean
And Game of the Decade discussion.
The Gamies.
the Gamies?
Well, there's an argument to be made about that, but you know.
I think we can still
We know
do
who's
Game of the
right. It's
Decade,
okay.
even if...
Yeah, that could hit a Pornhub thing if you guys don't watch out.
Oh,
More views.
God.
What are you talking about? That's great.
Yikes. So we have some new faces this year. By new faces, I mean new voices, because I'm not showing any faces this year. But yeah, essentially, it's me, Ron. I'm just gonna make... Actually, let's go down alphabetically in the Discord right now. So, the first person should start. Yeah.
So, I'm Ausch.
I'm Buzzle.
I'm Criisper.
I'm Deadgoon.
Hell yeah.
I'm Taco Cat or Matt.
You skipped over DJ Asmer, but that's okay.
ASMR, okay.
I'm Quantum.
And then I'm Ron. Hi. I'm Ron. Hi.
Hi, Ron.
Why didn't you say hi, I'm Matt? Okay, you ruined it.
I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Alright. Well, this music is a little bit loud. Turn it down a little bit. Okay. Oh, my cough drop just fell out of my mouth. We're noting that me and Matt are both sick, so if we cough a little, apologies, but we're doing this anyway. F it.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
F it, we'll do it live. So, categories this year. We actually ended up cutting a few of them out because we're doing a new one that we haven't done before that's going to be probably kind of long because of the year that it is. It is 2020, which means it is the end of the decade. And don't you dare intercept with the argument.
Time and date.com might disagree.
Yeah.
Hey, we're making this is our own award show. We don't need to follow any. Okay.
Yeah, I think
What were the
just ignore
categories we
all
cut out?
I don't remember.
You know what? They
Okay,
weren't cool enough.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're cool.
Anyways, I'm just going to go through all the categories that we have first. You can go, Matt, if you want to say them.
Oh, sure. Best non-AAA game. Best story. Best co-op / multiplayer. Best Pew Pew game or best shooter. Best old game, which is an individual award. Most anticipated of 2020, which is also individual. Most regret purchasing, which is also individual. Most regret not playing, also individual. And then, of course, we have Game of the Year, and then the new category, which would be Game of the Decade.
Game of the Decade.
And that would be any game made from 2010 to 2019.
Which I just want to point out that Call of Duty Mobile will not be on that list. Because someone was trolling and put it on there. Also, Ausch, I need to confirm, did you put marbles on stream on this list?
For what? Games of the Decade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I did, but...
Okay, well, we're gonna have to find out who did that in the future.
All right. So
Okay.
should we start with best non-AAA game?
Yeah, first category.
We're jumping in. Wait, can I actually get just a word from our sponsors real quick?
No.
Oh my god.
So, we're sponsored by ExpressVPN. If you guys need a VPN service, ExpressVPN is one to do.
It's beautiful.
Oh my god, that was good, Ausch. I appreciate it. Okay, go ahead.
Best non-AAA. All right.
Yeah.
So do we want to talk? Like, do we want to go over? I guess the people see the screen, right?
They see the screen, yeah, so we know all the games on the list. But
All right.
If your monitor is off, turn it on, please.
I want to add a game.
Look at Matt misspelling things.
We got it. Yeah. All right.
Classic Matt.
So,
Cool.
I guess what do we want to eliminate and or just say needs to be? Maybe it's easier with this list to just say what we think needs to be in there.
Cadence of Hyrule and Remnant,
Yeah,
I think, are two big ones.
Okay.
No, okay. Oops.
I'm just
I can
gonna
tell you a
put them
game
up
that we could
there.
probably take out.
Is Cadence really not a non-AAA game?
That's not AAA.
I would say it's not AAA. It's not made by.
Is it not on here? Oh, it is in here.
I mean, it's a third-party studio that made it. They just partnered with Nintendo, I guess. Nintendo didn't
it's
have
like-
any work to do in the actual development, I don't think.
And it's also like a remake of a famous indie game, right?
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't say it's a remake, but yeah, it's a...
I mean,
definitely
it's a
not
spin-off.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other games that people want to just point, like, say definitely need to stay?
I absolutely think that Outer Wilds seems to be on the list.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
I also think that Disco Elysium should, but that's just me.
I've
Well-
heard it's amazing, so I could agree with that, but I've never played it.
I think Phoenix Point should at least stay on the list for now.
Never
Yeah.
heard of it, personally.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've never
I
even
never
heard of
have
it, but I
either.
will.
Okay, well, it's an XCOM type game.
Okay, cool. Love me.
Baba Is You should probably still remain on the list.
Yeah.
It can stay on.
I think it should. Yeah.
Oh,
I would
You could
Oversaves
probably-
the universe, my dude.
we could put Jump
Yeah.
King on there as well.
Jump King didn't come out this year, did it?
I thought it did.
I think Slay the Spire should stay on there.
Okay, Slay the Spire.
So, wait.
I think we should take the whole list and then just move it up to this new list.
I think we should have.
Well, I think
we should have
I was
probably
gonna say you should
eliminated
probably
games.
Probably take
Well-
off kind words, to be honest.
Yes.
I don't think Kind Words should be on there.
All right.
Or
think
my friend
Shane-
Pedro doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
It was fun, but I
Tetris-
don't think it's like
Tetris
top three.
99 can be off of there.
Kind words you can get rid of.
Kind Words is a really cool game. It's just not a very game
Okay.
game.
Yeah.
I don't think it
It's a cool idea.
Yeah,
it doesn't touch the top 3 compared to what we have.
yeah.
As much as it
East
pains
Shade
me, take
staying
East
on
Shade. No, take East Shade off the list. Fantastic game, but it doesn't
Beat
belong.
Saber off the list.
I think Beat Saber.
See, Beat Saber, if any
Should
of us
be
have
on the
played it,
list.
probably should win the category. In
Yeah,
my opinion.
yeah.
But I don't know if
I
it'll
don't
make
know
our list.
when it's compared to Outer Wilds, Remnant. That's pretty tough.
We only have 6 people in here. Is someone not have this like Google Docs open?
I have it open.
I have it open. Yeah, I have it open.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Well, then never mind.
Some people just might not show up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Forager's on my list personally, so
All right. Did anybody play Beat Saber
No.
No.
in this group?
I tried to launch it and I broke my VR headset, so
What about with the golf?
So
Well, the
We've
golf
heard
is
that.
cool, but again, I don't know if it hits top
Yeah.
3 compared to what we
Okay.
have currently.
I
Top
would
three now.
I would eliminate Goose Game before What the Golf, personally.
I would eliminate Goose Game and What the Golf and World War Z.
yeah, I agree with all 3 of these going.
Yeah. Telling Lies
Um,
should go.
Yeah,
It's a
never
cool
heard of that
concept.
before.
It's like a game like Her Story. Did you hear of Her Story?
Yeah,
Basically, you just
Okay.
enter words and watch tapes over and over again.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. It's-
I've never heard of these 2 games.
they're both
Cyanide, I think
fantastic.
Cyanide Wild Hearts should be on this list.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
it should.
I've heard a lot about it. Oxygen not
Subliminal.
included should be.
Yeah.
I don't think Pedro, my friend Pedro, should be on it. I
I
didn't
don't
like it
I don't
that
really.
much.
I didn't really like it that much either.
What about
It's-
Ape
I
Out?
mean, it was okay, but I don't think it should be. Up
I don't
there.
think Ape Out should be on it.
Ape,
as
get
well.
Ape out of
Whoa,
there.
whoa.
Get it off the list. Stop it. Tetris 99, I don't think actually belongs on this list.
No, me neither. I really don't think it belongs on the list.
Hmm.
It's
It's
just
a remake of a remake of a remake of an innovation on a battle royale. I just
yeah, and
there's
it
too
just
much
doesn't.
Tetris in the world.
I play it once and it's like,
I love Tetris 99, but I don't know if
That's-
it actually fits in with non-AAA. No, I think
Ron,
about it.
flex a little bit on us. Did you
No,
win the
no,
Tetris
I-
99 game?
I did win.
Disagree with that.
Did you win the first game you played?
Not the first, like the
Second?
third.
Okay. Hell yeah.
I got
Nice.
third place the first game I played. Made me sad.
Look at this pro.
nice.
Matt, what have you don't have the separate list anymore. I'm very confused as to what the cutoff is.
I know because we just started going through it, so
Okay.
I got rid of the separate list.
I think we should move Plague.
Okay.
Plague.
Plague.
I heard him say that
Right.
the other day. I just went with it.
I hate you guys.
I don't know.
Okay.
We can remove that. I don't know what this is either.
Yeah, Ron, tell us about Arise. Do you think it belongs here? You played it.
I don't think it belongs in this top list. It's a cool little short game and I enjoyed it, but I don't know if it's one of the best games that came out this year.
I gotta get rid of Pedro.
I was gonna say, weren't we gonna get rid of Pedro?
Yeah.
Done. What about ukulele?
Ukulele, it seems cool, but again, matching up to what we have now, I don't think it will.
Ukulele is in my
the
top 5.
It was fun to watch Ron play it.
Of the year?
No, of non-AAA. Well, wait a minute.
Okay.
It's almost in my top 5 of the year.
What?
It's a good ass game, dude.
Alright.
Ron played it and it was entertaining. I have to say, except it makes your ears bleed. So
we can get rid of Phoenix Point. Nobody else has played it.
I mean, no one else has played ukulele either.
It's,
I mean, if we're gonna go like that, no one else has played Forager. So like, I mean,
yeah.
it's on my top 3. But
Yeah, the games that have
probably
only...
Slay the Spire.
I've seen a lot of Slay the Spire, but
I don't think there's anything special about it.
I'm getting rid of
personally.
Phoenix Point.
either.
If you like XCOM, check out Phoenix Point. That's all I'll say. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna
what
say,
about-
Ron, Man of
what about-
Medan should.
Oh yeah, that should be eliminated. What is that doing there?
What about Darksiders?
Okay, so me and Ron are gonna play that, and I've played it a little bit. It's really good, and I think if
Yeah,
anyone
looks
had played it,
solid.
it would have been on this list. But since no one really has,
Okay.
I
kinda
love
rough.
the first couple Darksiders. So.
yeah,
This is like very different though, right?
it is also
Yeah.
really good though.
It looks
Yeah.
almost like Diablo-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. We have
Really
a much more.
cool.
We have a much more manageable list.
Manable.
Manageable. Do we want to maybe just like which games definitely need to stay no matter what?
Well, I already argued that we should remove Plague.
Why don't we? Don't we want to go through each person and just say our top 3 now at this
Yeah,
point?
we could do that.
Well, can we remove Plague unless no one else cares? I think I was the only one that played it, so that's the only
Yeah,
thing
I mean,
saying
that's
we should remove it. Yeah.
You didn't even finish it, did you?
No, I didn't enjoy it enough to finish it. I probably
Yeah.
still will, but it's. I don't know. The story seems like it's really good, but the gameplay is so meh.
Yeah, I remember watching you.
It's not
It's like
into it.
hiding simulator.
Yeah. Cool. So what are we doing now? What was the?
Well, Quantum said we all should list our top 3. I think that's a good idea. It might take a long time if we do it that way, but that's fine with me.
We can give like each
Maybe
game
each
3
person should,
points or something.
Or we agree on a top 1, and then go
Yeah.
to top 2, and then go to top 3.
maybe everyone should just pick a game that they think should definitely be on the list.
Okay.
Remnant.
Yes, Remnant.
Remnant's not even in my 5.
Mine either. But hey, if
Really?
someone picked it, it's
Alright.
there.
Oh,
It's a decent game. It's just not. I don't know.
It's one of those games I think like playing it multiplayer first might cheapen the experience, but
I don't know.
Right.
It's a cool concept. It's just another Dark Souls knockoff.
But it wasn't as good as Dark Souls.
Yeah, it was
so
like
it's like
Dark Souls.
no.
playing it solo it can be really good. It's just again it's like people who play Dark Souls 3 might have a cheaper experience with it just because it might seem easier, and the joy of those games is the overcoming the vast challenge.
You know?
Okay.
that's fair.
I think Slay the Spire should probably stay on here. From what I
Yeah.
know about Slay.
I think it's just I know that there's so much hype around it, but like it doesn't do anything for me. Does it do anything for anyone here? Honestly.
I mean, I honestly haven't played it. We can delete it, I guess.
I mean, I have like a good 60 hours in it.
Well, tell us
Really?
about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yikes.
Buzzle, there you go.
Talk about it, Buzzle.
It's like, have you guys ever played any sort of deck building game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably the best deck building game I've ever played.
Isn't it a roguelike?
It's a roguelike, yeah.
Hmm.
Like every single time you're trying to get to the end of it, you build. You could. There's so many different combinations of decks you can make, and like it's just really fun to like try out different combos and stuff.
I've been wanting to try it.
I haven't. I just don't know if I like deck building games that much.
Yeah, that's how I
The
am.
fact that it tries to combine card game into that just seems so much.
It seems like a lot, yeah.
But I can respect keeping it in there.
I think the card
That's
game
right.
part of it is like what makes it so amazing. Like,
Yeah, for those who can get into it, I just think for people who like roguelikes, also having a deck building concept on top of it could seem like a lot,
Yeah.
but I can respect keeping it in there for the fact that I do hear a lot of good things about it. even though I may not enjoy
Um,
it.
so Buzzle,
Can I
me and you are the only ones that played Superliminal. I don't know that it makes the top of this, but it was an enjoyable game.
It was enjoyable, yeah.
I just don't think it's gonna cut it compared to these other games. I don't know if you would agree with that.
Yeah, it was too short to cut it. against
Yeah,
the
it's
other games.
extremely short. It took us like 2 hours, less than 2 hours to beat, I think.
Wow.
Can I just take a second to say that for those listening right now, the music in the background is from God of War 2018, our game of the year for that year. So I would just
God.
recommend playing that if you haven't. Okay.
Correct.
All right.
I also don't think Trover should be on this list, but
I disagree heavily. I think that's a piece of art.
I
it's a
think you're
comedic
wrong.
piece of
It's just
art.
funny.
I think-
All right. So at this point, we're not arguing these games are bad, but like you have to look like, is it better? Is Trover better than Outer Wilds or
No,
Disco Elysium,
not even
for example?
close.
I disagree.
You're wrong.
All right. Is Forager better than Trover?
No, Forager is not better than
All
Trover.
right. So we're getting rid of
What?
Forager. Then. Right? Is that what?
I
that
thought
Trover,
Trover was fun.
Trover's a fun
Hold on.
game, but it's
Matt.
literally just it's like a fucking cheap VR game that has funny.
Isn't it like
Okay.
a giant,
It's
like
like-
just
it's a
like a
little
giant ship
collectathon.
post?
I agree with
Yeah,
that. I agree
pretty
with that.
much.
It's not amazing, but wait, hold on. It brings like a new breath of dialogue to a video game, right? Like you could sit
I
there
mean,
and
it
that
puts
dialogue was
Rick and Morty
endless
in a video game. That's
and
all it
funny.
does.
Yeah, well, it was interesting. You don't have that yet.
Which
you know what I mean?
Well, that's not true because there was 2 other games made by that team before this.
That was
I was
as good
like,
as
what's
these.
that one
That
where
were-
you
Yeah, it was like
start in a computer, or you have to you start in front of a computer and you go throughout your
it's made
your
by
life.
Launch Games. I can't remember what it is.
All right, keep Forager. Get
Are you
rid.
talking about freaking Stanley Parable?
No,
Yeah, Stanley Parable.
that's a good game though.
It
That is a
reminds
good
me
game.
of Stanley Parable, Trover.
If you didn't score 100 hoops in that game,
Criisper,
you
you
didn't
did.
actually play it. Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah, accounting plus is what I was thinking.
Keep Forager. I take it back. Get rid of Trover.
I'm just saying, I enjoyed Trover, but it's just not. I don't know if it's a piece of art.
I think
just-
I do. I really do. Those chickens at the end, bro. You can't tell me that's not art.
You didn't even beat the game, dude.
I've watched the rest. I played half. Watched the rest.
Okay. So we're getting rid of. You didn't even finish.
You
the
didn't
game.
finish it.
What are you guys acting surprised? I'm known for not finishing
Oh, all right.
games.
We're getting rid of Trover just based on the fact that Quantum hasn't even finished it.
Oh,
I
get out
also-
of here, Phoenix Point.
I also think I've got rid of this point a lot.
Wait, who played Oxygen Not Included? I thought wasn't
No
you
one
the only one?
here.
I think I might have.
I have.
I played a
Oh,
little
you
bit
have?
of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's fun, but it definitely doesn't.
I don't know if
Is it
it
better
fits the
than-
top.
Yeah.
I didn't get obsessed enough into it for it to be in the
It's
top.
fun. It's fun.
But
It's another base building game. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had
and
a
it
couple
could be
spreadsheets.
easily addictive, I think, but I didn't get too addicted to it.
I got scared trying that game. There were so many things.
all right. Yeah.
I was like, ugh.
So, in my opinion, the list that's on the top right now is all these games are probably much better than almost
No,
any of these
I
games.
disagree with that statement. Remnant does not belong on the top list.
I mean, I think
agree with
Cadence. Okay.
All right, if you guys want to get rid of Remnant, I'll.
No, I
I'm
just.
not
I
saying
just,
that we
my
have to
point
get
of
rid
view.
of it.
Yeah,
I don't know that it's.
that game dropped. Remnant dropped off at the end for me.
Do we need to put ukulele up in the top list?
I think Ukulele is better than Remnant, personally. I also think
Alright.
Cadence is better than Remnant. I don't know that I would say Baba Is You is more enjoyable than Remnant, but it's probably a better game than Remnant.
I was
I
gonna
think
say,
Baba
I
Is
believe you
You-
put Baba Is You
Jesus
up there because that
Yeah.
that's a
Forager
really
you can get
fun
rid of.
game.
I will say though, people should try it, and it's a really fun clicker, just waste time kind of game. It is really good though. It's a
Okay,
good,
we're getting rid
innovative,
of Forager.
humble bundle game.
I don't know what this.
See, I have Sayonara in my top 3, but I don't know that it's going to be top
Alright.
3.
I
Just-
love the music. It was
It's-
trippy and it was very different.
Yeah, I describe it as an interactive album, basically.
I would
You're
explain it
listening
as
to
an
an album.
interactive drug trip
Yeah,
It was very fun.
it's an
Alright,
album
the
that
music
you
is
play
really good.
through listening to.
and have epilepsy.
I have it in my list, but it's only because I played it. I didn't
Yeah.
play some of these other games.
I
yeah. Are we getting rid of it?
would
Sure.
say compared to the others.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I want to give an argument for Outer Wilds, but I don't want to do it yet. I want to do it during Game of the Year, so
Well,
I might hold back on that.
If it's even close to game of the year, then it should be.
I mean, there's
It should be-
not a reason that it can't win more than one category.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying that my argument, I want to kind of hold off until
You
the
could
actual
bring
game of
it
the
the
year,
argument to game of the year as well. The argument can hold up in both categories.
but- True.
All right, let's just. If you guys look at this list, is there any game?
Is this
that-
Guacamelee 2 music?
I think it is
It
Guacamelee
is.
too. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I was just thinking that. Okay. I would say
I think
I'm gonna be
Babazu should at least be honorable mention.
What
Yeah.
shit? Baba's
Baba.
you?
Baba's, yeah.
because
I
that,
think-
it brings such a breath of new life to puzzle
Well,
games.
like, yeah, there's
Yeah.
not really a game like it.
The only issue I have with Baba's
I know it's
you
hard.
is how ridiculously difficult it is.
Yeah,
To
but
the
it
point that
definitely makes
me
you
feel like an
think,
idiot.
and
Yeah.
like the satisfaction you get from like completing a level.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
It's the Dark Souls of puzzle games.
I think Cadence of Hyrule.
I won't even say anything about that.
What'd you say?
I said I think Cadence of Hyrule can probably go.
I think so too.
I agree mainly though because like if it was like the first of its kind, maybe it would belong here. But because it's really just
It's just a Zelda-themed version of
Yeah.
Crypt of the Necrodancer.
exactly, it's really good.
It's enjoyable. I played through it.
All right, so we have got 6 games in 4 spots. Do we just want
How many honorable mentions do we want? 2 or 1? I think we usually do 1, right, for the regular
to?
categories.
We usually do one, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Remnant makes this list.
Sadly, I don't think it does.
All right. Yeah, I'm cool.
I liked it a lot.
So
It was fun.
I loved it. So
I'm willing to sacrifice ukulele as well.
The thing I had a problem with Remnant,
Okay.
like it was kind of repetitive at times, and I don't know. It seemed like we all had the same weapons and the same armor the whole
See,
time.
that's my issue
There's
with
not a lot of
like,
uniqueness to it.
So
with any of
sadly,
those,
I think that's why it shouldn't.
What'd you say, Buzzle?
that's my thing with any of those types of games where it's like it's kind of like you're going around just beating up all the enemies.
I want
It's
to build.
like really repetitive. That's why I really don't
It's
like.
really cool though. Like I don't know.
I mean, the bosses.
I-
are
like,
what
I'm not-
make-
I'm
the
not
bosses
saying-
are what make that unique. But yeah, the
Yeah.
the biggest issue with
I
that
wouldn't-
game was that the enemy variety throughout the main game was like nothing. It was the
we
same
were
thing
literally
throughout the whole game.
finding hallways that were.
Exactly the same. That was something to bring
Same
up too.
always.
We
Yeah.
thought
I
we were like,
wanted
oh,
to
have we been
discourage-
here
Did you
before?
notice that, Ausch?
I mean, I mean,
Dude, it was. So
We thought we
weird.
were
I just
there
wouldn't-
before like 6
I wanted to
different
say
times.
to Buzzle, don't let that discourage you from trying games like Dark Souls.
No, I wouldn't.
No,
say
I mean
that.
I understand Dark Souls because like it's so hard, but like games like Assassin's Creed where it's like
Mm.
Oh yeah,
not that difficult to kill the enemies and you're just basically doing the same moves over and over and over and over.
it's just
It
some
actually-
games try
I mean-
to make the difficulty like Dark Souls. And I don't.
Remnant
think you
wasn't
should-
actually that bad though.
No.
Difficulty wise.
I don't want to tangent
Remnant was
on
pretty
Assassin's
easy.
Creed, but it is not easy to kill some enemies in the newer ones like Origins and Odyssey.
Okay. Well, I mean I haven't tried it since like 2 because that completely
Yeah.
like
It's
Yeah,
more
that's
it's more
what I'm
about
saying. For me.
the quantity of enemies too that there are. You need to like seek around in Assassin's Creed.
yeah.
The other thing about Remnant 2 that we should say though, that boss fight ruined the game for me.
At the end, yeah, it was
That
terrible.
Yes.
boss fight was terrible.
Yeah, sadly.
That took
Like
us.
what was that?
It actually
But it
only
was a
took
really
us
good
2
game.
tries, but it was like an
Yeah.
hour and a half per try.
Yeah, like who has that much time to drop into a boss fight where nothing else the entire game took that long?
Yeah, it was. Well, we had to Google like the strat to beat it too. It was
Yeah,
so
because
confusing.
we weren't doing any damage
No,
for an hour.
Yep.
I recommend people to play it though.
Yeah, it is. It's a
It's a
recommendable
fun
game.
game. Yeah.
All right,
Um,
Ron, you said you'd be willing to get rid of.
Yeah, only because I think that there's more passion for the other games on here. Ukulele was probably the most fun, unique platformer that I played this year. It's like a Donkey Kong Country type game. But I just think that the other games here are better.
Okay.
So
All right. I personally think I know what my order is right now,
yeah,
but yeah, I think Outer Wilds, Disco Elysium, Slay the Spire, and then Baba Is You. But I haven't played any of these
that
games.
is exactly the order that I was going to say.
I
Yeah,
haven't played
me
any of these
too.
games, so it's hard for me to.
I think it's hard between number 1 for Outer Wilds and Disco Elysium. But Ron, you played Disco Elysium. Did anyone else?
I think I was the only one that played both Outer Wilds and Disco.
And you
I
think
played
Outer is
one
better?
game out of these.
Outer
four,
Wilds
so-
is significantly better.
Okay. Buzzle, can you like argue why Slay the Spire should be higher than 3 or 4?
I don't think it should be
Okay.
higher than that.
Do you think it should be 4?
I think that it should be
I
three.
mean, I've never played Baba Is You.
I think putting
Okay.
Baba as an honorable mention is the way to go with this. Only
Okay.
because
Well,
for us, like I don't think that we enjoyed Baba as much as the next person because we both were really excited to play it and we just got discouraged due to the difficulty.
Like for me, Slay the Spire, there was literally probably a month where I was playing it daily.
Yeah, if you have 60
I like it so
hours in
much.
it, that makes sense. So I think it should be 3.
Okay.
I don't even think we have that many hours in Baba Is You.
I have
We have hardly
I
any.
think I have 10 hours in Baba Is You.
Yeah, I have 7.
Does anyone want to counter why Disco should be above Outer?
I'm
'Cause
gonna
if not-
just because I was the only one that played both. I'm assuming most people are just delegating to me on that.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're okay with that then.
Yeah, I haven't played any of those 3.
I don't think I ever will play any of those 3 either.
Oh god,
Unfortunately.
we all should play
I want
Outer
to try
Wilds.
Slay the Spire, but that's about it.
I'd like to play all of them. I just haven't gotten to it. I have so many.
Play Outer Wilds.
I might have to because I'm shitting on it and it maybe.
I'm gonna give a beautiful description of it later.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
maybe we'll sell you on it. I'm hoping.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
Cool.
we're okay with this. That's
Yeah. All right.
so best non-AAA game. Honorable mention is Baba You.
Baba you.
Baba is,
Look at this guy.
Baba Is You. 3 is Slay the Spire. 2 Disco Elysium, and 1 Outer Wilds.
Outer
Wrong.
Worlds.
We're on Babu Frick. Babu Frick honorable mention.
All right. Do we
Okay.
want to jump right into best story?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do that.
So
and maybe
getting rid of
we
some
can
first.
break. Yeah. Oh,
So
go
we'll get
ahead.
rid of Remnant,
Yes.
and then I think we should get rid of Call of Duty.
No.
Oh,
I think
No.
No. Call of Duty story
The
was
story,
No,
yeah,
it
it was
wasn't.
good.
it's not.
I mean, I didn't
Oh.
play it, but
The
tell me
campaign
that
was fun. Are you kidding
Tell
me?
me
What'd you
what's
say, Carl?
different.
fantastic.
Tell me
I said
what's
I didn't
different.
play that one, but it involved Soap McTavish, so I assume that had a good story.
Dude, it had a really
Okay,
good
so we'll
story.
keep it.
The campaign
What
was
about-
so much fun.
All I'll say is,
Borderlands 3, I don't think it should be.
I think Borderlands 3 should be removed.
I
Yeah.
just want to say for
Sadly.
Call of Duty though, all I'm going to say is Piccadilly for the campaign. That was
Right.
amazing.
Yeah,
There was a
that
couple
was
really,
a good
really
mission.
good missions in the campaign that I remember, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it should be.
Luigi's Mansion 3, I don't think is great
That we can
story.
remove that.
Yeah.
If anything, I just wanted to capitalize or mention the expressions that all the characters have.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know,
really cool.
I don't know where else I was going to say that other than the story, but the characters have never been more expressionful with the whole word would you use for that?
And
than
talking
in
and
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't think belongs. in that
Holy
story.
shit, we should have removed that first.
The most
Um,
confusing story, maybe.
I mean,
Far
so-
Cry New Dawn.
Go ahead. Matt was
Can I
wanted to
talk
say
about
something
Kingdom Hearts 3? So, I agree the story of Kingdom Hearts 3 is very lackluster, but if you look at it at more of the entire Kingdom Hearts series, it's a lot better.
I mean, it's a lot better, but it also kind of feels like they've been making up as they go along.
It's definitely true. That's the hard thing about Kingdom Hearts 3 is I wanted to like the game so much because it's
well,
just good.
we became invested in
Kingdom
the
Hearts is good.
story because we followed
Exactly.
it.
But it's just such a letdown that I don't know.
It honestly, Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't necessarily a bad game. It was just it didn't
No,
change.
The story didn't.
It
Well, it didn't. It
average.
was the same fucking game again after
Exactly.
10 years of not making Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah. All right.
Maddie
Life
loved
is Strange
the
2.
Kingdom Hearts, and she hated the third
Yeah.
one.
Life is Strange 2.
I believe you guys actually
Yes, take it
bye-bye.
off, please. I'm sorry.
Please get rid of it.
I'm
Alright.
so sad that we
Get rid of
have
it.
to,
Go
but
for it. Resident Evil 2. Does
I
anybody
think it's a
Actually,
great
say.
game. I've watched, 2 people play it now, and I'm going to say that the story is not what makes that game.
I would
I wouldn't.
say-
I wouldn't say the story makes it. It's just enjoyable
It's
to
the-
watch.
Yeah, the atmosphere that it creates is really well done. It's just there's no story
Especially-
behind it that makes you thrive for finding out more about.
Yeah, I was
story
kind of
here.
disappointed with the ending. I was like, I don't remember it ending this shitty.
Yeah.
Okay, so gone with that. Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
You're the only one that played
Never
it.
played it. So.
I didn't even get halfway through because it was just kind of boring. So, if the story didn't keep me playing the game, then I don't know.
Yeah, that's a cut for sure.
Man of Medan.
Yeah, I was
taken
gonna
off.
say we should cut that.
The
I also-
story was horrible.
It was actually not that enjoyable. Like it just
and it-
ended all of a sudden,
It
right?
ended so
We were like, what
quick,
the hell?
it
It's
was
over?
So weird.
Legend of Zelda and Walking Dead, I don't think should be on there.
I agree with Legend of Zelda.
Oh, stop! That hurts my heart, dude. That game was beautiful.
I played The Walking Dead.
I think Zelda should be gone, but I'm
Okay.
thinking about Walking
What?
Dead.
The Walking Dead. I mean,
Guys, it's a remake of a game that's happened already. How do you not know
Oh,
what the
and how are
story
you going to
is?
make that argument when you just did Resident Evil 2 and didn't
We
say
got
that
rid of it.
immediately?
Yeah,
I know,
I'm
but that
not-
wasn't the argument.
No, the story is
Resident Evil
good.
2 is different enough, though.
Yeah,
Like,
I would
it's
say
a new
that
game.
Okay, well, Legend of Zelda
for my
Link's
kids,
Awakening
it
was
was-
beautiful.
for my kids, the Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening was freaking rad for them.
See?
Yeah,
They were able to get into it right away, and they understood the storyline,
yeah,
which is not. I can't say that about a lot of games they play.
yeah.
That's the only reason I mean, maybe good for an honorable mention as far as storyline is concerned.
I
But
could see
yeah,
that.
I
Maybe
agree.
Yeah,
with
we
honorable
can
mention.
keep it for now. We'll see what it
Good
steps up
argument.
against.
All right.
But I
Um,
also don't think Walking Dead. I don't.
I don't
I
know
enjoyed.
nothing
I
about it,
enjoyed
but
the
I've
final
heard-
season. It was way better than the last couple seasons that they had done. Given they had Telltale dying in the middle of that that release, like episode 2 came out, and I think Telltale
Mhm.
was shut down in the middle of that, so they had to have another company finish it. But it was still kept its promise of kind of tying back to the first season of Walking Dead, and it was
Didn't you love it?
it was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I remember. I think I watched you finish.
If there's anything about this game to talk about, it's the story. So that's the only reason I would maybe say it's worth keeping. But I don't know. I don't think
We
that
can-
I've thought enough
we'll put it
about
to the
it or
side,
care
maybe.
enough about it right now to even say that we should keep it.
We
It's
can
not.
keep
It's
it,
not
I
in
just
my
don't
top
think it's-
5.
Oh, then
I just
different.
yeah, exactly. I don't think
So
it's that
All right.
I don't
think
know.
I just feel weird.
groundbreaking.
I'm gonna. I feel weird that this is on here and Walking Dead isn't. So I'm gonna remove Telling Lies.
all right. Fine.
Does Rage 2 deserve to be here?
No.
No,
What about Far Cry
definitely
New
not.
Dawn?
I think Rage 2 was a lot of fun. The missions
never
were
played
very
Far Cry.
repetitive.
Yeah, but
The
story.
story wasn't fun in Rage 2
Yeah.
though.
Well, that I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah.
if the
The
gameplay
story
is
very
fun, that's
repetitive, and it was kind of.
I don't know who. Yeah, I think we can get rid of it. I don't know who else played Far Cry New Dawn.
It was
Me
just
and
me
Ron
and
did.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't think it has the best story. The things about that game that were fun were typical Far Cry multiplayer things.
Yeah.
Killing each other. So,
Was Star Wars story good?
yes.
I think it's top.
I think
3.
it's top 3.
Yeah,
I think Sekiro
Well,
deserves
maybe
to
not.
be
felt like a
there as well.
Jedi, dude. It was amazing.
So, okay, so I want to talk
Interestingly-
about Sekiro.
Okay.
be
Because I've watched 2 people play it, and I'll talk about it later a little bit as well, in a different category. But it does better for Souls-like in terms of story than other games, like Dark Souls, in my opinion.
You think
There's
Sekiro
like the
does better
story.
than Dark Souls?
I think for story, I think because it actually focuses on your
Okay, but
character more.
when you
You're not like
play-
here in a world that's destroyed, now you have to solve the problem.
Oh, okay. So when you played Dark Souls,
Yeah.
you played it with people, and we paid almost zero attention to the
Oh yeah.
actual story. So
I agree.
Say it holds more weight than a Dark Souls in story, I think discredits Dark Souls.
Oh no! I'm not saying that. Dark Souls is great in terms of story. I just think that Sekiro, by focusing on your character in the story,
It's because they didn't allow
Makes it a better story.
customization. You were a specific character.
Yeah,
That's one thing that they focus more on in Sekiro versus
I mean,
Dark Souls.
I'm
games.
kind of
But even
on
then,
Ausch's
like-
side on that because we did kind of play Dark Souls.
Yeah, we didn't
like,
play Dark
speedrun.
Souls the way that we
did-
probably should have.
Yeah,
but okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Are you not a character placed in the world where events have already occurred? Like-
based off of things that have happened in 1 and 2, yes.
Okay.
But that continues the story, and it is exceptional if you understand the story and the world that you're in.
It's
You're
funny
not
'cause
just a character.
I can see.
I just want to
that.
point out that it's hilarious that Dark Souls 3 soundtrack is playing in the background right now.
It knows.
I also
Okay.
don't understand why we're arguing about Dark Souls right now when it's.
Well, it was just
Well,
brought up in
argument is-
terms of
Yeah,
Sekiro is beautiful.
like, the story is good.
Okay.
Is it
Yes.
great?
yes,
I think so.
100%.
Dude,
Okay.
it's so. Oh my god, the parrying.
Well,
That's not
the
story.
That's
That'll
not
That's not
story.
story. That's not story.
No. Just part of the game is what I'm meaning.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I don't know about Gears 5.
I wouldn't take
Someone
it
can
off.
tell me if that story is.
Gears 5 was my number 1 story
Watch
for
it.
this year.
All right. I don't know what.
Buzzle and Ron play it is
Yeah.
amazing.
All right, I don't know what East Shade is.
It should not be there.
It
You
shouldn't be
should
on the
know
list.
it.
All right, remove from the list.
I don't- Devil May Cry has the worst characters I've ever seen in a video game.
Yeah,
and
you
it shouldn't be there.
I think that, so, given none of us give a shit about Devil May Cry games at all, I just want to say that Devil May Cry 5 was a love letter to people that were fans of Devil May Cry, and I think
It
that
was a
anyone that
love letter
absolutely
meme.
loves Devil May Cry would argue this hardcore, but none of us played it
Yeah.
before this game, so I don't think that it deserves to be on
We
here.
just say that Michael Jackson scene deserves an honorable.
It does.
Yes, dude.
I've never been more confused.
out of nowhere, he gets a hat and turns into Michael
He
Jackson.
does.
So Devil May Cry is
We can remove it, yeah.
okay. I also don't know what Arise is
I
or a Plague Tale. I mean, I know what Plague Tale is, but I don't know the story.
think we're gonna remove both of them.
Okay.
None of us finished Plague Tale.
Plague Tale didn't look that great to me.
I think the story is probably the best part about it, but none of us finished it, so I can't talk to it at all.
Yeah,
And
I will
then-
say now, at this
Go ahead.
point, that Link's Awakening has made it this far. I maybe do think it should be here compared to the other games on the list. Sorry, Carl.
maybe.
All right.
We'll see.
What about Arise?
We can remove it. It's a beautiful game. It's a small little indie title that you kind of. It's about. I don't even want to say what it's about because I know Carl might play it at some point. And some other people might play it. So, but it's enjoyable. It's heartfelt. Definitely made for a specific reason. So.
Hmm.
All right.
It's a pretty game.
So, I didn't finish The Outer Worlds, but the story was very lackluster.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
remove Outer Worlds.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a meh game.
I am very happy with the list that we have right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I could easily say what makes the top 3 for sure: Gears 5 and Sekiro.
And Star Wars.
And Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
be
okay with
okay.
that top 3.
I'd be
I'm
okay with
that.
that being a top 3, and we meander those around the top
Big
3
one.
somehow.
I'm good with that too.
I'm okay with that.
Does
And
anyone contest that?
My personal opinion is that Sekiro is number 1, but
I would probably agree.
I
with
would.
that.
That's my personal opinion too.
Sounds like.
I would.
So we're saying Gears 5, Sekiro, and Star Wars should be the top 3.
Yes,
I think so.
Okay.
in terms of story. Why?
If you
just have
don't,
a different
if you
view?
don't agree, Matt, you're welcome.
No,
to
I haven't played a lot of these games. Or
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I'm halfway through Star Wars.
So
But
my-
like
Go ahead.
my biggest thing with Zelda is that we're talking about a remake, and it's hard for me to be like, this is the best story of a game that was made in 1998 or
Yeah.
whatever it was.
So okay, I want to just like counter argument that with like, if you're reading a book from 1990 and it's one of your favorite stories of all time, and you read it again in 2020s and it's still one of your favorite stories
Yeah.
of all time.
It would be. I agree with that, but I wouldn't call it Book of the Year 2019. I'd say Book of the Year 1990, right?
But if they remade the
No,
book,
if they remade the book, yeah. Like if you're thinking Lion King,
How do you
what's it?
remake it?
Remake books,
Yeah.
just release
Yeah,
it again.
you remake stories all
Okay.
the time. Lion King is
Yeah.
a remake of a Shakespeare play. So like, yeah, I mean, I think
Okay, but that's completely
Okay, but
different.
that's
That's,
it's not
very
completely
different.
different. It's
Yes,
the
it
Yeah,
is.
same.
that's an adaptation. That's not a direct copy with
Yeah.
better words.
well-
Change the character name
Telling you
and they made them
Lion King's not
animals. It's the same thing.
50 Shades of
Is
Grey
is the story in Link's Awakening pretty much the same as it was before?
Yes,
Twilight.
it's
Yeah.
literally the same game. It's just
Then there's no new story.
Isn't real.
I mean, in my opinion, right now, Call of Duty's the honorable mention compared to all four of those.
I
games.
disagree with that heavily.
I don't think Call of Duty belongs in the top.
I thought it would
Be honest.
get an honorable mention.
I think Disco Elysium and Outer Wilds have more entertaining stories than.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think
I
okay,
haven't
if-
enjoyed a campaign in Call of Duty in a while.
I would put Disco
Yeah, but-
Elysium.
Okay, but that's
I
not
liked-
saying much, Criisper. My Call of Duty are terrible.
I really liked the campaign in Call of Duty strictly because it just looked clean. It felt clean.
It was a
the gunplay
beautiful
clean.
thing, yeah.
Yeah,
best audio design of
Nighttime
2019.
mission, dude?
but whether or not the story itself
Yeah, the
really
story.
shown
Yeah.
from other Call of Duty games where it's just go here, kill people,
Yeah.
go here.
Yeah.
Like there was really
Like,
cool
don't-
missions, but I don't know if
Yeah.
I would say that that's like capitalizing on the story, the quality of the story.
Yeah.
I will admit it is a beautiful, beautiful story, and they
Yeah.
did something with Call of Duty that they haven't done in years.
Yeah.
But I do not think the story is necessarily groundbreaking. That's all I'm saying.
So here's what I would say: if the story is as good or better than, I can't remember which one, Call of Duty 2 was it, where you had drama throughout the whole thing, and you actually felt bad for Soap and his crew at the end of the game, where they're taking fire from the whatever it is, and you're just like, oh my god, everybody's gonna die. What the hell is going on?
I actually
I
felt
just played
personally
this game.
invested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have that sense of story, then I would say strike
Honestly,
it
it
from the
sort
list.
of does, because you kind of
I kind of
It
feel like
kinda
they,
does,
they
but
really
I
tried
agree
to
with
do that
Piccadilly
Yeah.
makes you want to cry.
with,
That whole
especially
mission
with like the
What
scene
makes you want
where
to cry?
the whole mission where you're the little girl and the little
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Holy
that
shit.
was like so touching. It was crazy.
It is. It has beautiful moments. If we're saying that it's not perfect throughout the entire thing, that's fine. And if that means taking off list,
kid. I mean,
that's
yeah,
fine as
there's
well.
definitely parts where
But
I
there
was
are
like,
moments.
I just got to get through this.
If there's enough passion for it, I can see Modern Warfare being an honorable mention, but
I can definitely.
Let's.
I just know, just for me, that Disco Elysium, the entire game is its story.
Yeah.
And it is
Every-
probably worthy of honorable mention.
Like,
Is it
pretty
possible
much
to
a
have
walking
two
simulator.
honorable mentions?
I
We
mean,
could do
yeah.
that. We've done that in the past.
Honestly.
Well,
'Cause
okay,
we
so
can't
but does
decide.
anyone want to say Outer Wilds belongs above
Yeah.
those two?
I mean, I have it higher on my list, but I'm kind of waiting to fight that battle later. So I think if we're focusing on story itself, rethinking it, Disco Elysium probably capitalizes more on that than Outer Wilds.
All right.
Okay, so we could get rid of Outer Wilds, and if anything, we could have 2 or 3 honorable mentions.
Link's
Because honorable
Awakening.
mentions-
I really don't think
Pink
Luke's
3 is a
Relation
little
should be
much.
on there.
It should. Link's Awakening shouldn't be there comparatively. Unfortunately, it's great.
If it was a game that came out for the first time this year, I'd be fine.
I
with
would
it,
say
but
that, yeah.
It's hard for me, and Carl made a
Is
really
it-
good point about it earlier. It's a great game. It's just best story wise for 2019. It's hard for me to be like yes because it's
Is it just
remake.
Link saves the princess and?
No,
It's a little
No,
different.
not
It's
this
very
one.
different, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like, Link's Awakening is very different.
Yeah, when you get
That's
to the
why it
end
has
of the game,
such a
you feel
cult
kind of
following.
bad.
Yeah.
it's
Alright.
good.
So we're gonna get rid of it.
Yeah.
We all agree it's a good story, just 2019 not necessarily. Okay.
Yeah.
I think there's our.
I think that's
it.
actually our list, yeah.
In this order.
Yeah,
I'd be okay with
I
that.
would say that that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. That was relatively easy compared to other years.
I
Well,
mean,
actually, best-
we went fast last year, too.
This was the most argument that I think we've ever had for best story
Probably.
because I remember
Well, there's
one year
some
Mafia
amazing games.
3 won.
Yeah.
Story, all right.
And that was, like, a not great game.
No, so like the fact that we just had that much argument over best story.
Yeah. Shows we actually had good story this year.
All right, who wants to list them off?
Do we want to start this right away, take any break, or are we good to go right into it?
Well, we need to list them off first from,
Okay.
and then
Jeez.
best story 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean. Oh,
Alright.
my bad.
Number 1, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice for best story. Number 2, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. 3, we had Gears 5, and then the honorable mentions, we had Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Disco Elysium.
Okay.
I agree.
All right, so I think taking a break for 5-10 minutes is probably a good idea because then we can get after the break we can do best co-op and best shooter, and then we can take another break. So
Mhm.
Okay.
The individual categories are going to go kind of fast, but yeah,
yeah,
that's fine.
yep. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
All
Be
right.
back in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Hey.
That was a very sexy voice.
That was hot.
Am I right, lady?
Ladies. All right.
Yeah, he's got a face for radio.
All right, so we are moving on to the next category, which is best co-op / multiplayer.
Woo!
Yay.
I already highlighted some that I think should just be taken off.
Wait, what?
You highlighted? I don't see highlights.
I don't see
any highlights either.
Well, I did Teamfight Tactics, Team Sonic Racing, Tetris
Hey,
99,
whoa.
and Man of
How
Medan.
dare you?
Okay, well, first of all, you're not removing
Whoa.
Tetris 99 right away because you're nuts.
How
I would
dare you
agree.
take Sonic
I don't
Racing
disagree
off?
with Ausch. I'll say it.
I will agree with Teamfight
I'll agree with TFT and
I-
Team Sonic Racing.
I also, how
I
dare
love
you
TFT,
guys?
but I'm getting rid of it because I don't
Alright.
like it.
I also would say that then we also should get rid of Dota Underlords.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd agree.
Okay.
I've never
Okay.
played it, so
it's
I
good.
have
But,
over 1,000 hours in that game. I love
listen,
Wait, what?
it's like me with
I'm
TFT.
kidding. it. No.
I play so much TFT, it hurts.
I was gonna be so impressed with 1,000 hours that short.
Team Sonic Racing as well. You can also get rid of.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really need to get rid of that.
Alright.
Who's the only one who finished it?
You hated
Doesn't
it,
matter.
okay?
Doesn't matter.
You hated it. I'm
Alright.
gonna say
Why
we
is
should-
Luigi?
It was
go
so
ahead.
bad.
I was just gonna say, why is Luigi Mansion 3 here?
because you can play multiplayer with it.
Yeah, you can play co-op.
Is it good?
I've heard it's
one
pretty
person
cool,
can
but-
play as Luigi and the other one can play as Luigi. It's kind of cool.
It's like Mario.
They also
That's
have
like-
an online
That's
mode.
like co-op light, though.
Well, they have an
Yeah,
online
where-
mode with like dungeons and shit too that you can
Yeah,
do
they
together. That seems
Okay.
kind of fun, but I've never played it obviously because none of you guys have it.
So,
So
we
we're
have
good.
no opinion of it, so we can get
So we're
rid of
getting rid of it.
Yeah, we should remove it for sure.
it.
Alright.
Man of
Um,
Medan, by the way,
Pokemon.
was very cool co-op.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's actually highlighted on my list.
And I think it's got a lot of potential for the other ones.
Alright.
exactly, dude. That's exactly
Tetris-
my point.
Tetris
Because-
99
well, because,
does
like-
not touch the other ones.
You're wrong.
So I agree with Pokemon probably being the next to go.
I think Pokemon should leave.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun trading.
Yeah.
Well, I
Wonder
mean,
Trading,
you can
which has been in like every game.
Wait, actually, for real, Ron, Criisper, and I sat down next to each other
For
for
hours.
hours and just
Wonder Traded until we got all the starters basically.
yeah.
Nice. Jeez, that's a very dramatic music.
That is really yeah. That was
It's
Um,
it's Overwatch actually.
Is it?
Hell yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. All right. I don't know enough about Man of Medan.
Dude, the co-op for that
No,
was
yeah, the
so
co-op
cool.
was cool.
All right.
Watching it, I was sad that I had to get up and stop watching.
Okay, it was actually. I'll admit that it was mind blowing that Criisper was like, "Did you see that?" And I didn't see things that he was
Yeah,
seeing.
you would see things that the other player didn't, and
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like messing with you. It was,
In my
I
opinion,
think
that's
co-op
some
wise,
nonsense.
it was really good.
All
There
right.
was times that we were in completely different scenes. We didn't even realize it.
Then there were times where we were actually chasing each other when we were trying to help each other.
Yeah,
it
when
was horrible.
Yeah, it looked like a monster to each other, but we were actually like I had to tell him not to shoot me because like I was not
It
a
was
monster.
him.
I was an actual
But it was a
person.
monster chasing me,
Yeah.
and I had to shoot it. Yeah, it was horrible.
Interesting. All
It
right.
was really good.
It was really cool. I think it should stay for now.
All right.
Far Cry
Far Cry New
can go.
Dawn. Yeah, good game.
It's just Far
Alright.
Cry, but co-op. I mean, it's
Yeah.
nothing
I
special.
feel like Wolfenstein can also go now.
Yeah, that was also extremely mediocre.
I'm hearing Wolfenstein was like a letdown.
It was a huge
It was-
letdown.
It was fun.
It was
Wasn't the
fun,
other
but it
one
wasn't like it felt very rushed. Like it just felt like a very
The best part about that game
cheesy
is
game.
that one person had to buy it and the other person could play with it.
Yeah, we bought it once. Like
Oh.
I think it was like $30 or something, and then we
Yeah.
both
And
played
two
it.
people could play it.
So I want to say something here. I want to say something.
Hi.
We have Apex Legends, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, and I guess Gears 5 has a multiplayer component. But those are like the only three
Co-op.
multiplayer games on this list.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I just want to keep that in mind when we start cutting next.
What do you
Everything
mean?
else is
Gears-
co-op purely.
Gears 5 I don't think should be cut.
You don't think it should be cut?
No, I don't think should be cut. The co-op is really cool. The multiplayer is always fun in any Gears game, but I mean,
it depends
we're
on
talking about-
what it stacks up against. Because for me, these
don't
are,
think-
this is the top two right here.
Really.
I could be okay with that.
I don't
Although
have
Those
Apex. I don't have Apex on.
I don't think Tetris 99 stacks up against anything what is glorified Dr. Mario and Tetris combined game.
It's not Dr. Mario at all.
Going in.
It's literally just Tetris.
Already.
It is Dr. Mario and Tetris
Where do you get
combined.
Dr. Mario?
It's not
Because
Dr. Mario.
in Dr. Mario, when you get a line or when you get a little combination, the other person you're playing against gets some
That's
negative
exactly how
effect.
Tetris works too, my dude.
Yes, but what I'm saying is they glorified whatever multiplayer you can squeeze out of Tetris.
You've always been able to do multiplayer in Tetris. This is a battle royale. That's what makes this unique. You can
I
target
don't know.
specific people while you're. I don't know. It's a really cool concept. I was surprised at
It's
how
a cool
fun it was.
concept, but Tetris multiplayer, I don't think really reaches my. Ooh, that's totally brand new and exciting in 2019.
Mm.
Yeah, I played it for like a day, and I'm like, eh.
I mean, I haven't
It's
played it that
just
much
so-
either. I just think it's really cool.
It's
I
a
don't
we
think
can
it
remove
stacks
it.
up.
It
I don't
doesn't.
think
but
it stacks up. To
It's
the
in my
others.
top 4 personally, but I we can remove it.
Make the case.
Yeah,
No.
make the case that it's even worth a top 10.
No, I would say it's got better multiplayer than Mario Maker 2.
Really?
I will.
does-
Mario
does-
Maker 2
okay.
Does Mario Maker even
multiplayer.
actually qualify as multiplayer?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course it does. The entire game is people making courses for you to
Yeah,
play
but you're
online.
playing it
That's
by
multiplayer.
yourself.
I wouldn't
multiplayer.
say
It's actually single player
So?
with downloadable content.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that,
No, there
that's
is a
multiplayer.
versus mode that is
Yeah, there is a
multiplayer.
versus
There-
mode.
But is that
But
what
it-
everybody plays?
I
No,
I
right?
watch a lot of streamers that play it actually.
Yeah, and there's ranks in it. Like you get up to rank S, and
Yeah,
there's really
I've been watching people try to go for S plus.
yeah.
fucking
It's
hard.
very very hard courses at the top, and you try to play it with other people. However, the multiplayer sucks because
because
Nintendo
lag.
has supported
Yeah.
it, and it lags so much.
You'll notice when you watch people, like as soon as certain people leave, it stops lagging because it's server. It's
Yeah,
user
that's the same
hosted.
thing for Super Smash.
I
Yep.
think for what Super Mario Maker is, I think it's awesome. I think both Tetris and Super Mario Maker should be off this list.
I'm okay
I
with
agree.
that.
Okay.
We did it.
Why is Remnant still here?
Because it is a good co-op.
Is
I
it
don't know if
better?
it's a great co-op, but
Is
it's a
it
good
better than the
co-op.
other ones here then?
No.
All right, then I think that answers that question.
I mean, I think it's better than Gears, but
I mean, I would get rid of Gears as well,
Wow.
personally. So
Okay,
I'd
no, we
say
can do that.
Gears should stay because of the multiplayer. They actually made it better than probably
Yeah,
the
I mean,
last
I
2 or 3
love
Gears games.
Gears multiplayer.
I mean, it was fun,
love-
but we only played it for like 2 days.
like, how long do people actually play? Like, the last time I remember a friend in real life playing Gears was like in high school. Like, I don't know people who say, I'm going to go home and play some Gears multiplayer. Like, I hear
If
people
you had
say,
other
"God."
friends who played it, then it's really fun. It's just
Yeah.
like if you had friends who played PUBG and you go home and play PUBG with your group of friends or League of
Yeah.
Legends or whatever.
But
It's
I know
a-
those. Like, people I know play those games. Like, I don't
It's a-
know people who play Gears 5 a lot.
It's just a cult classic, and the multiplayer holds up to that cult classic. I think
yeah.
Is
like,
Gears 5
I didn't
multiplayer
play-
better than other Gears multiplayers?
100%.
I think
Than
it's
the last 2, I'd say.
Okay.
I don't think anything's in the top 3 for me.
All right.
I would get rid of Gears 5. I'd be okay with that, but I do think it deserves some.
I mean, I
recognition.
didn't play Remnant, so I can't compare it to that. So
I mean, I just want to mention too that I don't even have Modern Warfare on my list because it has the worst maps of any Call of Duty I've played in the last.
yeah, the actual multiplayer.
But it has, like, the best gunplay.
It
yeah,
has the best gunplay, but the fucking
And
it's
we
not
played
fun
Search
when all
and
the
Destroy.
maps.
Every map is
Yeah,
bad.
sure.
What
we're
I
not,
think...
we're not talking about the best pew pew right now. That is the next category.
no, that's multiplayer.
I'm not talking about that.
We're talking
Multiplayer, when we were playing Search and Destroy for COD together, that was fun.
That was fun.
That one time.
Do you remember
No.
the night? No, you could play night mode Search and Destroy.
That was amazing.
That was actually cool. I don't know.
So
I
Call
think the
of
reason
Duty,
we don't play it
Borderlands,
anymore
and
is because we
Remnant.
cranked out that game, playing
I
it every day for
gun
like 2
play.
weeks straight.
Am I the only one that thinks Apex is like the easy number 1 for this category?
I think you are.
Whoa, no.
Okay.
No, I probably agree with them.
I think
I
Apex
don't
should
like
be number
Apex.
1.
I mean, there's a reason we've gone back to it a few times and we played it again.
It's the most.
I'm
not-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not the
I do not
biggest
like
fan of
Apex.
Apex. Is the only thing, but I will respect. The decision.
Yeah.
That's-
I will too,
I
but I don't like it.
Yeah, for me, it was like I'd played so many first-person shooter co-ops over the years that when Apex dropped and I played it with some friends for the first time, I thought it was the most amazing thing I'd ever played in quite a long time.
That's how we
No,
felt
I'm
when
sure
we played
that
it
the-
too.
Yeah, that is. I agree with that statement.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's other things that have come out since then. I just haven't played them. Like,
But there really hasn't
Apex
from,
for
the,
me was
from the
awesome.
Battle Royale standpoint.
Yeah, as far as battle royales, I'd say Apex probably
Apex
hit
is still
like,
the best Battle Royale in my
that's
opinion.
like the perfect balance of a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Battle Royale.
I mean, that's one thing.
that's
I'm just
fair.
saying, yeah.
Okay, I will say because of the fact that it's like teams of 3 for most of the time that it's been out, and everyone has a role. I think as a co-op and a multiplayer, it
Yeah.
does.
It kind of
really
combined Overwatch with with Battle Royale a little bit in that aspect too, because of the,
I mean, I will say that what was that other game that did it first that no one played? It was Realm Royale. Realm Royale did it. So like,
Oh my God, I
and that didn't work. So I mean,
couldn't you pick up classes though? That wasn't dedicated
no,
classes like that.
you have to.
You can upgrade your stuff. Like,
Yeah.
like they had a cool concept of Realm Royale. I think they just ruined it.
But that's not neither here nor there. So we have to delete something.
Okay, that's kind of the hard part about this.
I mean, I guess I would say Remnant.
I think Remnant.
I would agree with this.
Ausch, do you want to like not? Because I know this is your like specialty.
No, I'm good.
I'd say Remnant or Gears. Those are the two lowest for me.
I didn't play Call of Duty, and I haven't really touched Apex much, so I don't really have an opinion on those. So it's really your guys' argument here, and I'll kind of go along.
Okay, so I personally am going to say I hate Borderlands. Everyone here knows this already. The co-op was really that good.
We played it for like 60 hours.
Yeah, it was fun
That,
playing with
but
everybody.
but as soon as we finish the campaign, when's the last time we played it?
I mean, I played.
I played it for a decent amount after.
Him and Buf grinded it a lot when they
Yeah,
were
that's
doing the bosses.
I didn't enjoy it as much.
It's not the best Borderlands game. I'm just saying
No.
it was a very enjoyable co-op.
I think it would be insane for us to have this category and not put Borderlands in there.
I know.
I agree.
I mean,
That's
for
Crazy
like,
to me. I
for-
can't. Sorry.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I can't believe anybody would ever make the argument that Call of Duty's multiplayer is better than Borderlands multiplayer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because Call of Duty has
was just
literally been done
disappointing, I
1,000
guess.
times. Like,
Yeah, but it's different. This is Call of Duty's this year does not feel
It's
like
just like the old Call of Duties.
It
No, it
honestly feels exactly
It feels
like Call
like-
of Duty.
To me, it felt like Black Ops. Like, and to me, that was the epitome of
good
Call of Duty.
I mean,
Alright,
there's
so
it sounds like there's passion for Borderlands and Call of Duty. Do we want to get rid of Gears?
maybe.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right.
I know Ausch was the only one that was passionate about it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
All right.
Now, don't get me wrong. Now, if we're getting rid of,
I mean, if you
Gears,
wanted 2 honorable mentions,
I would say that. Oh yeah, we're down to 5.
I mean, we don't have to have a rule of having 2 every single
I
time.
know. I'm just saying, if you really didn't want to get rid of Gears 5, Ausch.
Yeah, we can
No,
keep
it's
it
fine.
as an honorable mention.
It's fine. It's fine.
Because I'm gonna say
Honorable
COD.
mention-
Yeah.
Honorable mention could be Man of Medan.
No, I
Call
think
of Duty
COD,
should be-
Call of Duty, I think would be the next list on.
Okay.
I honestly think I feel strongly about Dark Pictures more than COD.
Okay.
Huh.
Again, I haven't played many
Really?
of these. It's totally-
Dude, that
I think
game
it's
was so.
opposite for me.
Man, Man's not even on the top for me.
I feel like
Top
that
4.
gives like to what Criisper said. Like it's just, it was so interesting to watch you guys not know if you should tell each other what's happening on your screens.
Yeah.
Like there was so much suspense in that game, and I think it built a nice bridge for the next Dark Pictures anthology game.
Yeah.
Because like, wow.
Which I'll probably get. I mean, we'll probably get that right away as a result of that.
Oh,
even though we were a little disappointed by this.
I would.
So I'm gonna say right now, personally, I'm okay with that list as is.
I would say so. I mean, unless people want to make an argument that we cared more about Borderlands 3 than Apex.
I mean, I personally.
For me,
I know you did. I know Criisper did. I know probably Ausch would agree with that.
I definitely wouldn't.
I know that Quantum definitely wouldn't. I know.
I
would.
probably wouldn't,
Okay.
because
Well,
I
wouldn't.
definitely probably enjoyed Apex more than I did Borderlands.
And I know Carl wouldn't. So if we wanted to make that the voting argument, I think Apex does go number 1 then, and Borderlands.
And it's
number
free.
2.
Apex was free.
Yeah,
And we
that's-
don't bring that up often, but I do try to.
All right.
Yeah, it was like that game hit a lot of audience.
Free
I'm okay with it.
boo-boo.
I mean, Apex Legends gunplay, Titanfall gameplay, that shit.
Yep.
Well, and especially with Apex Legends, I was like, hell yeah, I'll give money to this game if they keep producing content like this, you know, with their battle, or their seasons and things like
Yeah.
that. That was an easy purchase.
Well, they've been rolling out new maps and stuff like that too, like
You know,
Fortnite.
there's an event right now going on.
Yeah, there's a Gold
Or a
Rush event I
soiree or
saw.
something. Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Sounds
Let's do it.
good.
I'm gonna move these up.
Dun, 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 dun.
Did they tell you guys I accidentally bought Tetris Effect?
Did you actually?
That's
There's-
not.
Yeah.
There's no
Accidentally.
accidental. That's
That's
a great.
that's a
Oh, it was,
fantastic
dude, it was
game.
100% accidental.
It's
But it's such a
fantastic.
Are you
good game.
serious?
Play.
Yeah, I was looking at it in the Epic Store, and I clicked on the thing, and then I think I accidentally clicked on the purchasing, and then when I was trying to back up, for some reason I clicked on purchase, and since I have my
You know
PayPal
what?
link to it, it just did it automatically. I'm like,
It's
you
okay,
can refund
because
it,
that is,
but it's a
that is
really
an
good game.
amazing game.
Yeah, actually, you should just
Best games.
you should just take 2-3 hours that it takes to play through the game. You're gonna be like, holy shit, this game is good.
yeah, that's why I haven't.
The music alone, dude. Oh my god.
That's the
Yeah,
main
actually-
thing. It's an experience
Actually incredible.
to play through. Yeah.
I'm gonna say something crazy right now. Moving into best Pew Pew shooter.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say number 1.
Oh god.
Can I say
Let's
it?
hear it. Yeah.
Honestly, Rage 2.
I don't think it's
Bad
number
game.
one.
Bad
but I-
mediocre game.
Oh, I totally forgot about the
Well,
guns in that game.
yeah.
But the gunplay as a shooter.
Dude, that's
It's,
true.
it's, in,
There were
it's in
a
my
lot of
top
cool
5.
guns.
I don't think it's number 1. I think it's in the top 3 though.
That's fair.
All right. Well, I
would
think
agree
World
with
War
that.
Z definitely can leave.
Yeah, World War
right.
Z should leave right away.
I think we should have played that more.
I think you
we
could take
probably should
Resident
have. It was
Evil.
fun.
I think Outer Worlds can definitely leave.
I think Resident Evil should definitely leave.
I think Resident Evil 2 should.
Yeah.
Honestly, Remnant should leave.
Does Remnant even have guns?
It does, but it's not
Well,
like a shooter.
It's
all
hard
guns.
because
Yeah.
well, everyone has the same gun.
Not even that. Did you guys didn't even use a sniper, did you?
No.
Oh, it was so bad. Ugh. Everything about gunplay in that game, in my opinion, was bad. It was just a fun game that it didn't matter.
Far Cry New Dawn should go.
Yeah.
It had
Guns were
cool,
good
it
in that
had
game.
cool guns, like some
Yeah.
unique
Oh, no.
post-apocalyptic guns.
I actually have that as an honorable mention.
Guys,
But I have
What?
2 honorable mentions.
Risk of Rain 2 could have been in best
No,
co-op. Even
it's
talking about-
early access.
I know.
It's early
Oh,
access.
it's early access.
So it doesn't count.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that too.
Oh, yeah. Oops. For
Oh,
everyone watching. early
I
access
said
games
that
don't
like
count.
I said that like a couple days ago. I was like, I really wish Risk of Rain came out this year.
Yeah.
I think that might have been
Alright.
last night actually.
All right. Anyway. All
I love
right.
that
So, I think this is a solid list. I think Wolfenstein probably is the
Wolfenstein
weakest
should go. Yeah.
Wolfenstein is cool, though. Like, that has good gunplay. It's
No.
realistic, but it's like.
No.
It was bad. This one was bad.
It's
Okay.
I agree. It's got cool guns, but the actual gunplay, like when you're playing the game, it doesn't feel like.
It felt weird in this
That's
one.
fine.
Yeah.
That's fair. Remnant should not be there on this list. Honestly, compared to all those other games, you can't tell me that like any of those other games are worse than Remnant in terms of gunplay.
I would agree. I think Remnant and Gears are the two that should be removed.
Ausch, what do you think? I haven't heard you in a while.
I'm kind of blazing through this one.
What do you
Wasn't a
think
lot of
about
games.
Pew Pew shooter for Remnant?
Well, that's
What
the
do you
thing. I
think?
haven't played enough of a lot of these, but
I
I'm
think you could get rid of Gears 100%.
I never played Rage 2. I
Hold on.
only
For
saw
Gears, it's the
5.
same guns that have been in every Gears game.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
really-
but this,
It didn't
I really
feel
I
any
mean,
better.
we're not arguing it against other Gears games. We're arguing
No.
against like Call of Duty type of shooting.
or
Yeah.
Apex.
Which like what feels better shooting? For me, I'd say they're probably on par, Call of Duty and Gears, because for me, Gears killing somebody in Gears multiplayer has always been super satisfying.
I'm super biased here because in a heartbeat, I would take Borderlands 3 off this list.
You're wrong.
I know, but I literally hate the guns in that game.
I love
Amazing.
Borderlands.
No, the guns.
Quantum
Are,
hasn't even experienced all the
Remember
guns
the
in game
mean
'cause
gun?
there's so
no,
many.
the guns are cool. Many different types of guns. Everything about
Sorry.
Borderlands.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Quantum.
Everything from a Borderlands point of view is cool. Like Borderlands has its own environment, it has its own style, it has literally everything, and you know it's Borderlands, and it's cool. But when you're shooting a gun and killing an enemy, I feel like it's extremely boring in Borderlands compared to these other games.
See, there's so many different guns that it's different.
But it's all the
for
same.
I
everything.
think you had
Like,
a
you just
really
shoot your
bad-
gun.
I know you don't like Borderlands, but I think the experience we had when you tried playing it with when we tried
That
playing
was
it together
Borderlands
with
1
you.
as well.
But
yeah.
No, I
Just
know that
hear
was
me
a
out.
horrible experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And I probably am biased, but I played Borderlands. I tried Borderlands, the pre-sequel, which was, I know it's trash compared
that
to the
game was
others.
bad.
But you can't say I've only played one Borderlands game. It's not true. So it's like, when you're shooting your gun in Borderlands, you're literally walking around. There's like no recoil. You're aiming at the fucking thing.
I
You're
don't know.
jumping
True.
around.
There's like different. I don't know.
It's mad.
Every single
It's just
gun, there's
mad.
like millions of guns in
There's
Borderlands.
different-
I don't care how many
Everyone's
guns you
different.
play because at the same time you're just shooting the
There's
gun.
like
There's
variety
nothing
though.
about it.
I don't know. I
don't know.
enjoyed
It doesn't
all
feel
the
skillful,
guns.
in my opinion, compared to the other ones.
Well, I mean, I think the
Aim
skill
actually matters.
in Borderlands is more of not dying to like the dozens of enemies that are shooting at you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what we're judging right now.
No, but that's part of a Pew Pew shooter.
I think
Is it?
I think the
Okay.
reason the Borderlands deserves to be on here is just the variety of guns. Like it's
There's so
completely
much
different.
variety. There's so much fun in the variety. When you find a new gun, you're interested in what it does, what its abilities
Yeah,
are.
Exactly.
there's guns that shoot
The different
lasers that
abilities,
ricochet
man,
off
yeah.
walls. Like there's just
Yep.
there's a variety of different types of things that happen for every gun
You
that
can
you find.
throw your gun when you reload it.
Yeah, you reload,
And it
throws the gun,
explodes.
and explodes. Some of the guns literally spawned into little mini turrets that ran around and attacked people.
There's just the gunplay itself is so vast that I don't think it can be discredited just because there's no recoil or something.
I mean,
there's-
I could argue with Quantum too, saying like there's really no like downside to just standing there and just shoot your gun while just eating bullets.
Hmm
Yeah.
So there's not really like much of a skill in that sense.
Mhm.
And I don't disagree with any of you guys either. Like, I do think it's fantastic, and I just don't like it. But like, these 5 games belong here. Maybe except Gears, honestly. I don't know.
I don't
but like,
think Gears deserves to be on here, but
I'm gonna just mute and watch something real quick about Gears.
okay, bye.
Where'd Matt go?
Matt's muted too.
I'm here. I was coughing. I'm dying.
Stop
Okay?
coughing.
So, to me, the weakest 2 games on this list is going to be Rage and Gears. But I also have never played Apex, so I don't know how good the guns in are.
Because like, what exactly defines a Pew Pew shooter? What are we
We're
like?
just-
I need that
I'm
defined.
Yeah,
kind of
what's
saying
the-
best gunplay, I guess. That's really what
What-
it is.
what feels the best? Like,
Because Rage 2 is a lot of
Gun-wise.
fun in that.
For example, I like PUBG strictly because the gunplay
Exactly.
feels so
Yeah,
amazing.
exactly.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Like, and then
And that'd
in
be a
that sense
reason
too,
to
in
not put
PUBG,
Fortnite on
I
this.
feel the same way I do about Gears, where getting a kill in that game is very satisfying.
yeah.
Definitely.
See,
That's
I
what
feel
I
like
love.
Gears is more random. I don't know. I didn't feel satisfying when I killed people in Gears because it's so just like spray at them until they die. I don't know.
So I mean, did you have a lot of?
You know-
Because for me, I grew like literally playing Gears since the beginning.
I have only been playing since. I mean, I only played the campaigns until Gears 5. Gears 5 was the first multiplayer I played.
Like the going around, like the shotgun battles you have in that game, where you're like, you have to dodge their shots and like you could kill them in one shot, and, like just completely chunk them. That for me is the amazing, gratifying part of it. Like where you could actually like dodge around them by like you do the mechanic in the game called wall bouncing, and get behind them or next to them where they're not shooting you, and then just blow them up with your shotgun.
Okay, I feel like
I'm
we're
kind of think we're talking too much about this, right? We could just have 2 honorable mentions, but it's like, is Gears 5 the only third person here too? Right?
It is.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if third person even. I'm sorry. I know this is a fucking
No,
controversy.
you're fine. You're fine.
But like, I don't think third person compares to first person for this category.
But I think the
100%.
Gears, like the style of game that they make, where you have cover and you could shoot over it and you
Yeah.
could see.
Mhm. They fix the fact that it's third person with the gameplay itself.
Like if Gears 5 was first person, I think it would ruin it.
Definitely.
That's reasonable, but it isn't.
I mean, Quantum.
Yeah. But
Never mind. Nothing.
what me? No,
No.
Fortnite. Is that what you're gonna say?
No.
I never would. Okay, because I would never put Fortnite on this list.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Is like I think even Quantum would know that Fortnite doesn't belong on best shooter, but like PUBG
Yeah.
would.
I'm okay with saying you could take Gears off.
I'm very surprised that Apex Legends is here. I have never played it. I did not know the gunplay was good in Apex Legends.
It's Titanfall.
You played Titanfall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Best
that.
shooter ever.
It's similar. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
actually
good.
the same guns, like from
Yeah.
the Titanfall universe. It's just very,
Okay.
very satisfying to kill people in Apex.
All right, so do we want to just do 2 honorable mentions, or
Yeah, if we're not sold on getting rid of any,
I can't see eye to
there's
eye on
passion.
things, I think.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
So,
it comes down
although-
to what we
That's
want to
good.
put as the top 3.
okay? All right, so let's talk about what we think the top 3 are then.
Rage 2.
No,
Rage 2 on top 3?
I don't think so.
I think it should be third.
Rage 2 has the most amazing gunplay out of all of these 5 games.
I don't know
Also.
if that's true.
It's
So
Doom
what
gameplay.
makes-
It's Doom
What
gunplay.
makes
I mean,
what
it's
makes
Doom.
the gunplay so incredible in Rage?
I would say
Wouldn't
the
Doom be
what-
on this list?
yeah.
And Doom gunplay is literally the same thing as Rage 2 gunplay.
That's
I would
true.
say that the main thing that is different about Rage is that there's more than just the gunplay. There's abilities that you use. Like the guns are cool, but the abilities are the cool part
Oh,
that you have.
okay. Does that not? So Borderlands 3.
That's why I'm
does
saying
that have
third.
abilities?
Well, that's different than the gun.
No, what?
That is
Okay.
true, Ron.
I'm just saying, like, gunplay wise, if we're talking specifically guns, Rage 2 has really cool guns. Borderlands 3 has cooler guns, but I mean, both games have abilities. I don't know what argument.
But
to
the
make for that.
gunplay itself is more satisfying in Rage 2 than it is in Borderlands 3.
I disagree with that.
I would only disagree with that because I've only played Borderlands. So
I like the abilities a lot in Rage too.
Mm-hmm.
That's heartbreaking. I'm okay with Borderlands 3 and Rage 2 making it on that list with Apex Legends, in my opinion.
sounds good
See,
to
I
me.
think the top 3, so I'll just say my top 3: Apex, Borderlands 3, and Call of Duty. Those are the top 3 I have.
I'm surprised that you said Call of Duty. I mean, I know you wouldn't pick Gears
I'm
over
just saying,
it.
if we're
but, like,
talking shooters, like, yeah, that's the reason I have Call of Duty on there.
it is satisfying to get kills in Call of Duty, and I think it is actually on my predetermined list. It is,
Yeah,
but that's because I don't have Borderlands.
but I just want to point out that Rage 2 is my number 4. Like, it's really close.
Oh,
And
I feel
Rage
like
Rage
okay,
2 is
so
either my third or fourth for me.
Yeah,
Didn't anyone
Okay.
play the
Rather put up my
Counter-Strike
third, but-
VR?
that didn't even come out this year. I think it came out last
thought
year
it
or the
did.
year before.
The VR for
Yeah,
Counter-Strike?
it's been out for
That
a
came
while
out-
now. I think it kind of failed.
I thought it came out 2019 and it just failed immediately.
Danger Zone. Wait, 2018.
Oh wow.
December 2018.
Oh, okay, that's why.
So it was
I was
close.
like,
is this music the best game ever right now in the background?
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, I would be satisfied then. I'll make a change to Apex, Borderlands, COD, Rage 2 as honorable mention, and Gears 5, I guess, as an honorable mention or off the list.
How's everyone?
Yeah,
feel
I'm
about
okay with that.
I'm very surprised that we have a champion for Rage 2. That's all I'm going to say. Very
It is
surprising.
it's a bad game, mediocre game. Good guns.
I was gonna say, I wouldn't even say bad, just a very okay game.
Just repetitive. That's
Yeah.
kind of what
It was
gets
fun.
annoying. Yeah, it was fun.
But it was also overhyped. No,
It was kind of like
A
an
little
Assassin's
bit,
Creed
yeah.
game, a little bit. You just go to location, doing the same thing.
Mhm.
so that order basically is what I'm okay with.
So put that order down and look at it.
Okay.
It is down.
Oh, it is.
in the. How do we feel about this?
Fine.
Notice the top 2 is the same between these two.
Yeah, they're similar categories. It's bound to happen.
Is that good, everyone?
I am okay with this, yeah.
Typically, Ron, too, that's not even bad because typically games good in one area are also good in
Yeah.
other areas.
Yep, that's fine.
And you can see too, like when we get down to the lower ones, then you get to that diversity in that genre.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
Okay. That's best.
Hey, individual awards.
That's Pew
Oh, sorry.
Pew. Well, let's go.
Okay.
Let's summarize
Yeah,
best Pew
yeah,
Pew.
yeah.
Okay, best Pew Pew. We have number 1 at Apex Legends. Number 2, Borderlands 3. Number 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And then the honorable mention of Gears 5 and Rage 2. Mentioned.
Lifeline main, by the way.
Lifeline main. I'm more of a Bangalore kind of guy.
Yeah, I look like a Bangalore.
Charmander main, by the way.
Nice.
Oh
A fucking Pathfinder.
Wow.
You would. Oh wow, true.
my god. Wow. Oh, just in time. Okay, best old game.
All right.
Individual
We're doing
awards.
some
So
individual
everyone gets to
categories.
pick
So
one.
everyone's just gonna go through and kind of list what they feel is their fill for this category.
And
So
what is
there's-
this category,
there's-
Ron?
Best old game. So this is a game you've played for the first time in 2019 that didn't release this year. So it's
There's mine.
Prey.
I'm gonna
Nice.
say Prey because I played that game for the first time. I hadn't seen anything about the game, and thankfully, like I didn't have the ending spoiled for me. The ending is unreal. It is
I want to play that game. So
I've seen the ending and I agree. It's nuts.
It's extremely enjoyable. The gunplay is enjoyable. The abilities and aspects of the game are enjoyable. There's so much to explore and find. And then the ending just is the cherry on top that just blows you away. So that's my game.
Hell yeah.
Good choice.
Alright, Buzzle.
I'd have to say Divinity.
Nice.
Good choice.
I may have not finished it. Like the time I've had in it, I probably have over 100 hours in it.
The
I
original Sin 2, right? Yeah.
enjoy. Yeah.
Oh my god.
We got some Divinity haters.
I enjoy
Don't
the,
let me in with that. I'm okay.
the whole customization of your character's abilities, the
Mhm.
specializations of the classes, and the story is just really good.
Yeah, I mean, and there's like 8 characters you can recruit too, and so every
Yep.
playthrough could be completely different.
Good.
They all
bow
have their
is
own
really cool.
individual stories. Fuck off, Criisper. Alright,
All I'll
Carl.
say,
Go ahead.
So, I didn't play through the whole game, but Hellblade.
nice.
Oh, good
That
choice.
and that was a recommendation from Ron. It was a
Hell yeah.
freaking great game, and I watched my daughter play through it, and she loved it.
Nice.
Yeah, she
Yeah, I've heard
absolutely
it's
dug it.
incredible.
I can't wait to
so.
play that game. It's
It's an experience for sure.
With the sequel on the way.
I'm excited for
One
the
day.
sequel.
Yep, very excited for that. Even though I haven't even played the first one.
Alright, Cripe.
Alright, I think it's pretty obvious.
The background music. That's why I
Yeah.
said perfect timing.
I mean, come on, dude.
Celeste, man.
Alright.
The music alone is just, well, I
So
can put it
good.
on repeat.
I have put it on repeat.
Me too.
All right.
It's my alarm, dude. Okay.
For me, it's definitely Ni no Kuni 2.
Hell yeah.
That's such a good game.
I remember
What is
you
that
playing
game?
that, Matt.
It's a JRPG, but it's not like a. It's not like a. I don't know.
Like a
true
weeb?
JRPG. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like a weeb. It's like a very.
It's a little cheesy, but like it's got a really unique gameplay
Yeah.
loop that's really fun.
And
That's cool.
the gameplay, yeah, the gameplay is just really fun because like there's, I mean, we don't have to go too far into it, but like there's these like battle scenes that you do that are like completely different than the rest of the game. The rest of the game is like a typical,
Like overworld kind of exploring.
yeah, yeah.
It's like,
and, like,
isn't it like chibi in the overworld
Yeah,
too?
it's cheating.
yeah. So I don't know. It's just if you don't know anything about it, check it out. It's just a really fun game.
Mhm.
On sale on Steam right now, $17. I just bought it. Okay.
Yeah.
There's the plug. Okay. For me, I'm gonna paste it. There it is.
Glover. Okay.
Glover. No, I'm just fucking kidding. It's Celeste. It's Celeste.
It better be, dude.
I
I want to say real quick
Why
that
is your-
Cuphead was really close for me.
Why is your font different?
know. Sorry, I pasted it from my file.
Yeah.
This fucking
My
guy.
second choice was Cuphead.
Ooh, I haven't played it yet. A good choice. Yeah, Celeste.
Still
though,
in
is
the
just
middle of that one.
fantastic.
I have 6 games. Like, I ranked 6 games.
Oh, really?
I couldn't choose. Yeah, it was so hard.
Go ahead, Ron. Copy paste.
Okay, so I didn't play. I'm not gonna copy paste, but I didn't play a lot of old games this year. Actually, I played most of the new stuff. But the one game that I did play that was an old game, I was actually surprised that Carl already mentioned it, but it's Hellblade.
Hell
Really?
yeah.
Over Celeste?
I already played Celeste. I played Celeste the year it came out.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Played Celeste last year.
He
I played it
replayed
again this year.
Oh, okay.
He actually got all the achievements too.
Yep, 100% it on Steam.
Look at these good ass games.
They're amazing.
All
Very-
of them.
very good
Besides
games.
one.
Pray, right? Just kidding.
Awesome.
Cool. All right, that's it for that category.
All right.
I don't feel like we need to go
Next.
through and list
No,
all
we
those again. So,
Nope.
Nah.
all right, most anticipated for 2020.
Let's alternate. Start bottom top this time, and then down, and then
Okay.
keep switching.
Sounds good to me. So I had a really tough time choosing this one because there's a
Really?
lot of games coming out this year that I'm very, very excited for.
I agree.
So I had 3 that I settled on, but I haven't. I'm going to decide in the moment which one I think I'm most excited for. So I have Cyberpunk, I have Animal Crossing, and I have Hollow Knight Silksong. And after this last couple weeks of playing Hollow Knight, I think I'm going to put Hollow Knight Silksong. Because I think everyone else is going to put Cyberpunk or something like that. So I think it'll be more unique to put Hollow Knight. But no, regardless, I'm actually super excited for Hollow Knight Silksong. If that comes out this year. We'll see.
Good freaking choice, my dude.
Hell yeah, brother.
And because you chose it, now I kind of don't have to, but it is my choice. But I'm not going to do that because I have 2. So for me, it's Minecraft Dungeons, and I am really looking forward to this
That's a
game.
good one. Yep.
Hell yeah, brother.
But I'm also really looking forward to Hollow Knight Silksong. So like,
Yeah. There's
Both
so
of
many
them?
good ones. Like,
There really is, and it's like within like 2 months, basically.
They
Yeah,
delayed a
well,
shit ton of them, but now it's going to be a little bit more spread out. But
Yeah.
All right. So for mine, I'll take Cyberpunk. I'll be the first one.
There you go.
Take it. Yeah, it's been great. Only if it comes out in 2020. Hopefully it does.
yeah,
Just got
I'm worried it's going to get delayed again. It's in September now.
Guys, did you hear it was delayed?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Joe was
thanks,
delayed.
Criisper.
you didn't know that?
Alright.
Memes.
You didn't know?
You didn't know that?
You didn't know that?
Alright.
Ooh.
There you go. I was wondering if you were going to put that.
I loved
That was on my
Deadgoon.
list, too.
So excited. Just watching that trailer that came out recently, oh
Yeah.
my god. Got me so excited.
We get to put that more sooner than Cyberpunk 2, so I'm super stoked.
I'm sad it didn't come out last year.
So this one's a toss-up for me, only because I wasn't sure if I should include the Warcraft 3 remastered edition
Oh.
because that to me was just like when I saw that come out.
You just got it right away.
As far as oh my god, dude, I bought that as
Gasm.
soon as I saw that drop.
Yep.
And it was supposed to come out last year at the end of the year, but they pushed it up to early this year.
It comes out in 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it was a toss-up between that and this game that I alpha'd for a little bit that doesn't actually release until September of this year, and that's Iron Harvest, which is like this. It's like this Scythe type of game, but it's an RTS, and I really love the strategy games.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So that's where I was having trouble. But yeah, if I had to say either one of those, it'd have to be Iron Harvest for sure.
Now you told me about
Ooh, this game looks cool.
It does look really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, so exactly. That's why I said I've been alphaing or doing alpha testing on that one and a little bit of beta testing, and so far it's really fun.
Go ahead, tell us the truth. You're the one who came up with it. It's your game.
I wish.
Plug your socials. Go ahead.
That's the plug. Alright, Buzzle.
Buzzy.
All right, for me, it was probably definitely Hollow Knight, but since he already said it, I would say it's between Final Fantasy VII and Resident Evil 3. But since I just played Resident Evil
Final
3,
Fantasy VII
Resident Evil
is-
2, and I really loved it, I'm gonna go Resident Evil.
Hell yeah.
When people don't type their own games.
So mine,
Because they're too busy playing Minecraft.
I had a lot of different games, so I'm just gonna post my like 5, and I'll get
Oh.
explain kind of.
wow.
That
So-
looks like a fun game right there.
I like
Diablo,
it.
I'd play that,
Diablo
dude.
4, Diablo 4,
Halo-
Neo 2, Final Fantasy 7 remake, Halo Infinite, and Breath of the Wild
forgot
2.
about that.
I'm telling you that Diablo 4 is not coming out next year.
Well, it might, but yeah, it won't.
Also,
So-
also
This
Breath
year.
of the Wild 2?
That actually has a
Breath of the
chance of
Wild
coming
2.
out this year.
Yeah, but
holiday, right?
But I wouldn't. Yeah, if that was coming out this year, that might be my number one too. But
I forgot about Halo.
It's so torn between Neo 2 and Breath of the Wild 2, but I'll say Neo 2.
Neo 2 is definitely coming out, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it comes out in like
Yeah.
a couple months, right?
That's just a safe option then, compared to the others.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild 2 might not. The other ones might not. So
Fucking dying.
Diablo 4 and Breath of the Wild 2 would probably be the two hardest ones, but Neo 2 is just a safe.
Yeah.
Dude, Diablo 4, man.
Look at this list. Another list of great games.
It is. This is even better than the last list of great games.
And these
They
are going
haven't
to be
come out
games. Bad games.
All right. Most regretful purchasing.
I'll start it off with probably the worst game I've ever purchased.
That's
Ooh,
Whoa.
Destiny 2.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Well,
It's his choice.
That is
So-
your choice, yeah. I loved it.
I will admit, Destiny 1, I loved so much. Even though people hate it and people hate it on Destiny 1 and 2, I enjoyed Destiny 1 so much. I enjoyed Destiny 2 when I first played it, but there's just something about the grind that doesn't feel satisfying. So I
I would agree with
tried I tried to love it, and I tried to love it more than I started with, and it just didn't happen. So AAA game down the toilet for me.
I would tend to agree with that only because I purchased it the day it came out for
Yep.
$60.
Me
It
too.
didn't come out this year though. It came out a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's on year 3 now, actually.
And now it's like free. So
Yep.
That's what bugs me about it a lot.
yeah.
Because they're just trying to rake in people playing it now. Because they know it's bad.
Well, they
I
split
played
off.
it. I loved it.
They split off
Recently.
from
I loved it.
Activision, so now they're publishing it themselves. That's why they're on Steam now. So the hope is that
Yeah.
Destiny 3 will actually be decent.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Anyway.
All right.
Buzzle?
Buzzle.
Skip me for now.
Oh.
Okay.
This
Okay.
freaking guy.
All right, Carl.
He's looking through his Steam library.
I literally am.
So this is where I had some trouble because I wasn't sure if I could actually throw this one on there, but because I have a subscription to it, I purchased I still pay for my subscription to WoW, and World of Warcraft Classic came out, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Considering I don't play World of Warcraft that much anymore, I thought continuing my subscription for Classic would have been a good idea, but it was like the worst thing I could have done.
Mm-hmm.
Going back and understanding that was like, yeah, I mean, people had fun during that time, but I'm willing to bet that most people agree that Wrath of the Lich King is where it's at.
Yeah, that was actually the best part of WoW. That's when I played. That's when I loved WoW.
It's
Yeah,
rose-colored goggles for the beginning of it, and
Yeah.
then Wrath of the Lich King is really where it shines.
Lich King, and I think even Cataclysm was really good too.
Cataclysm was pretty good, but for me it was
I
like
honestly liked
boom.
Burning Crusade. But
Yeah,
Lich
but that was before
really-
Lich King, but Lich King kind of put it to the next level, you know?
Yeah. And then Battle for Azeroth, like the most recent one, I played and then hated. Apparently Blizzard is ruining Classic right now by like adding all these PvP ranking systems, and see what happens with it. But
Alright.
Okay.
Criisper? Oh god. Didn't you play
Yeah,
that with
I
Griff
ran
like
into that,
once?
shot a BB gun at a lion, and got killed.
Why did you shoot a BB gun at a lion? That seems
Because
like
you have to
silly.
upgrade your gun. But you're set, like, in the wild against these lions that can kill you. It's horrible. It's just a horrible hunting game.
All right.
I played
do
it
you
for
normally
like 20
like
minutes.
hunting games?
No.
Didn't Buf convince you to get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. And I was like, oh, cool, that seems kind of cool. Shooting lions and shit. Nope, I died.
Classic.
Interesting.
It
All
was
right.
very good.
All right. So my game, I've talked about this game before, but it's only because I purchased the game and then it came out on Xbox Game Pass like 4 days later. Phoenix Point.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
This man had it on a list.
I know he doesn't regret. He doesn't regret
I don't
like playing it.
I don't regret playing it. I regret purchasing it because I didn't realize it was coming out on Xbox Game Pass like 4
Okay.
days later. So I spent $40 for nothing, but that's okay.
You know what? That's been a trend lately, huh? With
Yeah,
Xbox
it
Game
really-
Pass.
Yeah, I
really
totally
has.
forgot about that. What game? Okay, now I gotta look at Game Pass real quick.
I'm really interested in Quantums.
Well, while you do that, Criisper, I'm gonna
Borderlands 3.
tell a little story. I didn't buy Borderlands 3. So, most regret purchasing. Well, let's see. It goes back to the beginning of the year. It goes back to the beginning of the year when I said, wow, this game is game of the year. It's game of the decade. This is the best game I will ever play.
Oh, I should have put this.
And then I proceeded to not play it anymore. And so, it's Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, that one.
Because now I'm made fun of constantly.
Game of the decade.
And it's not worthy of any of the praise I gave it.
Yeah.
And I
Hey,
didn't play it. So
If
I
it makes you
regret
feel
it.
better. If it makes you feel better. Ron has a screenshot of me saying Kingdom Hearts 3 Game of the Year 2019.
Yeah, from last podcast, last year of your podcast.
From last year. So
Yep.
at least I hadn't played it yet. In my defense, I had not actually played Kingdom Hearts 3 yet. Quantum had for several
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Whoops.
So I have like 3 different options. One of them is really, really gonna hurt somebody, but I think I'm gonna actually call that one. So there's 2. One of the games I purchased was My Friend Pedro. That ended up being on Game Pass like a week later, so I regretted kind of purchasing that. And it was kind of mediocre, so. But I'm not gonna put that. Then I had Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, which I bought on a whim and played like once and didn't really like it that much and never played again. But that was like a $40 game.
Don't say it.
I know.
So the game that I
No!
spent a lot of money on that I regret purchasing is Escape from Tarkov.
Okay. Whew.
Oh.
Didn't
That's
you
a
get
good
into
one.
that for like a week?
That's reasonable.
I played
Like
it
you-
like twice, and I bought the most expensive
Oh.
bundle thinking I would
Like
play it.
Oh,
I
no.
figured when you guys got it, I'm like, these guys aren't gonna enjoy it as much
Ron.
as me or somebody else.
Oh.
I'll play your account and level it up.
Yeah? Go for it.
Happily.
I'll send it to you, dude.
You
I don't know.
have the
I think the
expensive
thing with
version,
Escape
right?
from Tarkov, yeah. I think the thing
I
with
do
Escape
too.
from Tarkov is that it's like, it kind of caters to the people that enjoy playing like Battle Royale solo or any of those kind of games
Yeah.
solo, and not really people that like to play squads and duos as much.
Mhm.
I know you can play Escape from Tarkov in duos and squads, but it's not as in
Yeah.
depth as
You didn't
I
even
don't
know where your teammates were.
Yeah,
You
and
know
I
what I
don't. I
mean?
don't really like playing those kind of games on my own. I don't really like the grind of those kind of games, so I
Yeah,
just
that's fair.
ended up kind of being disappointed by it. So
All right, Buzzle, it's up back to you.
All right, so my biggest regret is a game I thought I was gonna play the shit out of, but then it just sat in my library probably like over half the year. Is Final Fantasy 15.
oof.
Ooh.
Okay.
Fair
I
enough.
bought that for PS4 like when it came out and played it like once. Never played it again as well. So I hear you.
All right.
I think if I bought Wuppo, it would be on this list.
Oof.
Oh, big oof.
I'm sorry.
Half the reason I only put Escape from Tarkov is because of the amount of money I spent on it. That's the
Yeah,
main thing.
yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
At least I played it Quantum.
Because at
Okay?
least My Friend Pedro was $15 and Crash was $40. So.
All right, starting from the bottom. Ron.
Yep.
Now with you.
Not playing.
So there's 2 games I have on this. I think I'm gonna pick one of them because I'm not sure if I'll like the other one. But I have Death Stranding and I have Bloodstained. I'm gonna go with Bloodstained.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
The only reason I have Death Stranding is because I think that I might end up liking it. I'm just not really sure.
Sure.
Bloodstained, I think I will like.
Bloodstained looks really good.
It's on Game Pass, and I, of course, purchased it for Switch before that. But I might play it on Game Pass.
You all need to get Game Pass.
Yikes! All right, Quantum.
Quant boy.
Yeah, for me, it's a very clear choice. It came out early in the year, and I heard really only great things about it. It's Anthem. I'm fucking kidding. No, I'm just kidding. It's Sekiro.
Call of Duty Mobile.
It's Sekiro because I watched my
Yeah.
friends play it, and I enjoyed Dark Souls, and then I realized I should have played it, and
Well,
now
then
I
you-
just cannot get into it.
Well, then you played Star
So-
Wars, I think, too, and you were like, "Shit,
Yeah.
I really wish that I'd played Sekiro." Because
The only thing is that Sekiro, I almost quit on a boss fight. It
I
was so
almost did
hard.
too. You remember the first day when I was
So-
streaming it? I was getting so
Yeah.
frustrated fighting that fucking ogre.
Yes,
Oh,
dude,
the
I remember
ogre.
that.
So just keep that in mind. It's an amazing
Especially
game, but
when
it
Criisper
was
got
very
past
hard.
it, and then I'm just
Yeah.
sitting there grinding it for another hour.
It just would have been fun. I think.
Hey, you beat the ape like way faster than me.
It was the most
That's where-
rewarding game that we played this year.
That's where I
100%.
almost quit.
Yeah.
All right. So I was going to put Sekiro, but Quantum already did that, and I could put it, but I have so many games that I didn't play this year. I'm actually going to put Disco Elysium down.
I think you'd really like Disco Elysium. I think that's the main reason that that makes sense for me.
All right. For me.
Okay. Oh, I think I'm gonna put everyone's answer
It's Blair
in
Witch.
here. I'm kidding. It is. Whoops.
1.
1 Blair Witch, 2 Turtle Doves.
That's like the only game actually that I regret not playing.
That's reasonable.
Outer Wilds. Sorry. I sneezed.
I played Outer Worlds. What are you talking about?
It's really
Wild.
gross sneeze.
I know.
Same
No.
game.
No.
Same game. Same game. All right, Carl.
So, everybody I know played this one, and I wish I would have done it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really wish I would have played that one because it looked fun. I just didn't get around to it.
If you
which
get it
was-
eventually, Carl, I'll play it again with you. It's fucking fun.
Hell yeah! I
Did you
would
play
too.
the other Borderlands?
2. I played Borderlands 2 because my brother was like, "Hey, this is a really awesome game."
It is.
The one thing that I didn't know is like, do I have to play these in order? Do I have to play the first
Nah.
No.
I mean, technically, story-wise, but this third story isn't very good anyway. So.
I can tell you right now, I have no idea what any of the stories are, except for the third one, and I
Because
still
we
enjoyed it.
We did
You
speed
don't remember
running.
Handsome Jack in 2, dude? That's like the best part about 2.
I didn't even play it with you guys, by the way. But yeah, it's because I sped run it with Ron another time.
Oh, true.
DLC of Borderlands 2.
Tiny
Oh,
Tina?
so good. Tiny Tina's is
Really
so
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
It was good.
Anyway,
Pre-sequel DLC is amazing.
Pre-sequel's a
The
bad
RL
game,
music is
so-
good, by the way.
Itself is bad, but the DLC is amazing.
Okay.
all right, Buzzle.
For me, it would have to be a damn fucking caps lock.
Are you playing
You and
EXT or
Caps
what?
Lock, dude.
Classic C.
Control.
Control.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
I
a
forgot
good
about
one.
that.
Nice.
After seeing it win so many awards and like pretty much not even hearing about it before that,
I think
didn't
you'd. I think you'd like Control. I think Criisper would like Control too.
You said you just didn't like it because it was kind of scary.
It's
right?
fucking kind of scary. Yeah.
I forgot about that game. I'd probably put that as my second.
It's not even scary. It's just environmentally kind of creepy. I don't really like those kind of games.
Yeah, it's just the
It's kind of like Prey, and it's not really a scary game. It's just that it's creepy
Although-
atmosphere.
I did shit my pants a few times.
Yeah. All right, Ausch.
So I mean, I would put Escape from Tarkov on there, but it has not released, nor was a 2016 beta count. So
Yeah.
mine is Star Wars.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That's a
You should
good
play
game,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If and when you do play it, you should play it on the hardest difficulty if you like the challenge.
I want
Yep.
to.
you
Yeah,
should
I
just
really
play
want.
any game you play on
Because-
the hardest difficulty.
Well, honestly, I
Don't
kind of
listen
wish
to
that
Buzzle.
I wish that I had played it on the hardest difficulty
Puzzle hates himself.
because it would have been more like
I don't
Sekiro
understand.
then.
Dude, I
Yeah,
honestly
It
think
was
if
too
I played
easy.
if I played Resident Evil 2 on any less difficulty, I wouldn't have enjoyed it. I would
I
have
played
Really?
it on.
You're crazy, man.
I played RE2 on the second to highest, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Buzzle played it on fucking hardcore like a man.
I get
Yeah.
where Buzzle's coming from, but I couldn't do it.
He just beat
It's just
it.
too hard.
So I think the thing that pulled me away from hardcore, sorry, we're talking about RE2 now, but is that you couldn't just save. You had to like find things to
Yeah,
save.
that's
Oh,
that's
yeah,
that
that's the
sounds
thing. No, no.
horrible.
Yeah, there was one point in the game where I went like probably like 2 hours without saving because I didn't have any of the things.
Oh my god. See, that's horrible. I can't.
That's so scary.
All right.
And I'm pretty sure it was while I was running away from Mr. X, and that was terrifying.
Well,
Okay,
is that
so
it for those?
that's the individual categories. So we could probably do another little break before we
Yeah, I
do
think-
Yep.
game of the
That's
year.
good.
I'm just gonna show this list of games that none of us played, so that we just have.
I want
that
to
ready.
quickly say that I played Trials Rising, by the way.
Yeah, apparently Ausch
Played
played
it.
Teamfight Tactics as well.
and Yoshi's
good.
Crafted World.
You did play that? Okay.
Yeah, and Dauntless and Code Vein, but yeah.
Well,
The only
geez.
thing with Trials Rising is it's just the same
Oh, you
thing.
did play Code Vein. Okay. I mean, if you feel like any of these games should be in the list, you can drag them down to the bottom. The only reason I
that's
have
fine.
these here is just so that they're not going to be factored as part of the game of the year.
That's fine.
If you don't feel passionately
You're
about
telling
it.
me Planet Zoo
We played Anthem technically.
isn't?
We played the alpha that we weren't allowed to talk
Alright.
about.
I just want to point out that Anthem came out in 2018, technically.
No,
No, it did not. You're definitely
February
wrong.
2019.
Why? I just looked it up and it said December
Type,
something.
type,
Oh, it
type,
did.
type.
Why did it say initial release date December 8th,
It was
2018?
Is that like the demo thing?
It was a demo, and then an alpha, and then a beta, and then they pushed it, and it was a whole lot of things.
I
Yeah.
kind of completely forgot that this game existed in
Because
I played
Oh.
Wargroove.
Oh, did you?
Mhm.
Should that be on the list?
No.
Okay.
You know what it was? 2017. I remember hearing about Anthem for the first time, and that game made me so excited, and then it came out
Yeah,
and it
me
was so
too.
bad.
All right.
Sorry.
It was
rant.
supposed to be the spiritual successor to Mass Effect, and it was garbage.
Yo.
Yep.
There you guys.
All right.
We're gonna take a little break. We'll be back with Game of the Year.
Categories can be so hard.
All right, peace.
Just get rid of things.
Hi, we're
All
back.
right. Welcome back to the Gamies.
The gamies, yeah.
The game is. Hate you guys.
Indubitably.
All right, so we're at Game of the Year, which is normally our longest category, but I have a feeling Game of the Decade.
I think that one's gonna last a little bit longer.
I don't know. Game of the decade. There's some games on
All
there
right.
I feel like everyone has.
So
Go on.
I'm gonna just start off by saying there's no way in hell World War Z is going to win Game of the Year.
That's a good call.
All right,
Does it top 10?
no,
No.
Okay.
No.
it's not even
I've-
top 50.
Ooh,
Okay.
this is
Oof.
going to be interesting, boys.
Oh God,
This is
okay.
a lot of games.
I'm removing Telling Lies right
Why are
away.
we starting from the bottom? Let's start from the
So
top.
let's start from the top.
I just was
Okay.
picking out
8
games.
out should probably be like third.
What? The fuck is
I'm kidding.
that?
I'm
Like
kidding.
third
I'm
removed?
Yeah, I've never even heard of this fucking game.
kidding. It's fun, but it's
It's
stupid.
garbage.
It's wow.
Oh, this is
Garbage.
the game that they gave away for free.
They gave it away for free recently, but
It's not garbage. It's okay.
Criisper bought it himself.
Why?
No, I did not.
He got
I
it
played
from
on Game Pass.
Humble Bundle or something. Oh, it was Game Pass. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So Ape out of here.
Yeah.
maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, can we remove Call of Duty Mobile? Because the longer it's there, it's gonna make me sick.
I actually think this game's worse than Call of Duty Mobile on this list, but go for it.
Well, obviously.
Oof.
I'm kidding.
Does anyone want to argue? No one's saying anything. I'm gonna delete it.
I think it's
I
number
don't
10.
even know
on my
who
list.
put it. That's such a stupid game.
It's on your list.
Number 10.
What?
Is it because you played 10 games this year? That's the 10th one.
Remember when
Oh.
Ron meets sarcasm?
So aggressive, and we haven't even put a game down yet.
Also, why didn't they call it? They could have called it Call of Mobile, which would have been better.
Why? That would
That's-
you thank
that's-
God you're not marketing.
that's-
Call of
horrible,
Mobile
actually.
sounds like an off-brand of Call of Duty.
Well, so it's better than Call of Duty Mobile.
They should mobile
Uh,
warfare.
what?
Mobile warfare would have been cool.
Call of Duty Mobile Warfare.
That would
Call
been
of
good
Duty
too.
is the
All right.
brand.
Let's stop talking about this. We're getting rid of it.
Well,
Okay.
let's go back to the top now. Is a Plague Tale really?
No.
No.
Get rid of
I
it.
don't think so.
Garbage.
All right.
I don't think it's
Go
good.
Everything else now, you can go back to orange. For
Arise.
now. For now.
I'm removing
Oh,
Arise.
that's true. That's true.
It's a good game.
Uh,
It's not Game of the Year.
CTR.
Baba
Okay.
is you.
Babas, you could stay for
I
now.
think we should keep it for
Stay
now.
for now. Stay for now.
All right.
Oh, I want to point out, we said this when we weren't recording. There's going to be 3 honorable mentions for Game of the Year, and 5 for
okay.
Game of the Decade.
Oh, shit, I didn't.
5? Jesus.
Yeah, because it's
That's
gonna
a lot,
be it's
okay.
gonna be really hard to.
It's 10 years, Matt. Jeez.
Yeah.
Hey.
I still don't even know what
Say it. Say you
Okay,
hate
go
me on podcast. Say it.
CTR.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, please remove it.
All right.
Cadence, we can remove.
choose the right.
I think we can remove Cadence, by the way.
I think we
Sorry.
can. I would agree with that.
Why is Beat Saber up there? That's what I want
It's
to know.
amazing.
Beat Saber is an
I
amazing
think Beat
game.
Saber's a really fucking good game.
Who's played it?
Really?
I
No,
haven't-
I
Even
don't
if we
think-
haven't played
I
it,
don't think
like,
any
the
of us have
concept,
played it.
So this
Yeah, so
should
I don't
probably
think-
be.
It's like
Other
it's
people.
as groundbreaking as Rock Band was when it was
Or
released.
Guitar
I'd
Hero.
say.
Don't say Rock
Or
Band,
Guitar.
which was a copy of Guitar Hero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how probably more
It's still
Guitar Hero.
fun.
I'm not saying.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
just
still
saying.
fun.
Yeah, Rock Band's good, but
Yeah, but
yeah.
this is just like swinging sticks, man.
Yeah, but it's exercise. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
Wii Fit
added-
was exercise too, though.
Yeah.
Are you hating on Wii
Hey,
Fit right
wow!
now?
I loved Wii Fit.
I
Okay.
mean, Ring Fit Adventure is on our list,
The Peloton.
and that's
bike,
basically Wii Fit for Switch.
All right. Ring Fit Adventure. Yeah, I think that can go. Who actually played
Who
that?
skipped like
Interesting.
that many games? We're going in.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
we're on
highlighted it.
control.
Okay, I highlighted it because we were just talking about exercise.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Okay.
an exercise game.
I think Dota Underlords to go.
I think Devil May Cry should get out of there.
I disagree with Dota
No,
Lords. I think
Devil May
there's a
Cry
lot
5
more
is in my
games.
top 10.
I
Oh
think
my god! Did you play 10 games this year? Jesus.
I
No,
think I'm gonna be honest with Dota and Teamfight Tactics. I think they both should stay because there's
For
games
now.
that are much worse than
Okay.
those on the list.
But they
Okay, let's just.
I
keep
mean,
moving
if either of those
There's an
games are going to
argument, let's just
stay,
keep going.
it's going to be a team fight over Dota.
You can get rid of Ishe.
Team
I
Fight
like
is
her.
amazing over Dota, but
East Shade was such a beautiful.
Team Fight is
You know what?
significantly better than
Ishade
Dota
was a
Underlords.
beautiful game, but it doesn't compare.
Yeah. It's a pretty game.
Alright.
That's it.
What's
It's actually
kind
not
of-
even pretty until you paint. Not
That's
even
its
lying.
review. Is that its review?
Can we
It's not
remove-
even pretty
can we
until you
remove-
paint.
Don't
Yeah.
skip down to kind words. We're in Far Cry. Far Cry New Dawn.
Yeah, I don't think it belongs anywhere on this list.
Okay.
All right.
You can get rid of Fire Emblem.
It's just Matt.
It's meh. I mean, it's top 10 of games I've played because I've only played like 11 games.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get rid of
I mean,
it.
I feel the same way about Forager. Just a heads up. So
We
if that's
should
the
remove
reason we're getting
Forager?
rid of it. Yeah, like Forager is a fantastic game. Play it if you haven't. It's cheap enough, but
Sure.
Yeah.
not really. It is on my
Alright.
top 10 personally.
What about kind words?
You know what? Let's talk about it because it deserves a little bit of talk.
We should at least mention it, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know anything
because
about it,
kind
Matt?
words-
No,
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
It's very interesting.
It's
It's
literally...
basically
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You can go.
it's a
No, you
okay. It's
no, no.
basically a game where you're writing letters anonymously to other players, and it's all about positive feedback, about good vibes, about helping people with their problems. It's basically a therapy in a video game, and it's nice.
So people can
That
write
was
that
an
they're
awful
having...
description of that game.
So
You should
people
feel
are...
really bad
Oh my
about
god.
yourself.
People can write about any issues they might be having in life, and someone will read that and then write you a letter as a response,
And send you a sticker.
and send you, like, just positive vibes about it and try to make you feel better.
Alright. Well, that sounds
Alright.
pretty pay to win, so I would say that's not on the
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Overview
regardless,
page.
it's just a nice little safe space for people to
If
play.
you just paid for therapy, you wouldn't need it, so that's pay to win.
Wow.
A big oof.
I just
All right.
I think it's worth mentioning because, yeah, it's a cool game.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah, what the hell is this doing
Song,
here?
dude. Oh my god.
I mean, I think there's games worse on our list.
Okay,
Like,
if there's
I'd
a little
rather-
argument, just leave it for now.
I don't know that there's games worse than Kingdom Hearts 3 on the list right now.
All right.
You're telling me
I-
Team Sonic
here-
Racing
here's
is
the thing.
better?
Here's the thing about Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'll make the argument for it. All right, it's not a bad game. It is very, like, it just doesn't do anything different than Kingdom Hearts 2.
So you're describing like Rage 2 right now, which should also be off the list, right? Those two games.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
just
agree.
like you just sealed the deal on that one, just like for that.
all right. Well, then get rid of it. I'm just saying we have to fill out 10 games.
Oh, we will fill out 10
We will
games.
get we have plenty of games.
All right.
I say if there's a
We
little
have-
bit of an argument, let's just skip it for now.
Can I
Go to
just
the
say
We
games
can
that are
skip it
very
for now.
obvious.
Yeah, let's just do ones that we all agreed to remove.
To Matt's point, we have to fill 10 games. There are literally 10 games above Kingdom Hearts 3. So like we're full. Okay. Anyway.
Life is Strange is I don't.
Let's get rid of Life is
Yeah.
Strange, please.
Yeah.
All right.
The two people that played it both
Yeah,
agreed it should
Buzzle
be
and I
removed.
really didn't like it.
They didn't like the superpower of transform. What was your superpower that you were saying that?
Oh
I
yeah,
remember.
dude, I remember
I
that.
could transform into like a squirrel or something. My
Yeah.
body
Mine
would
was
be like,
mine was controlling ants.
That's what it was. Controlling it.
yeah, controlling
This
hands.
is gonna make absolutely no sense to anyone watching this right now. Anyway,
Okay, then. What the fuck? All right.
You had to be there. Don't worry about it.
yo.
Next.
All right.
You didn't know
Um,
that?
My friend Pedro.
No.
Get it off the
Get rid
list.
of it.
I think we should
Get
take,
rid of
take
it.
rid
Top
take it
10,
off.
no.
Get rid of it.
Doesn't
Yeah.
even touch the honorable mentions.
It's not even in my honorable mentions. Yeah.
It's a
I'm
cool
just-
game, but
I'm gonna skip the next. I mean, Oxygen not included. Probably doesn't need to be on here.
Nah,
Neither should
not enough
Pokemon.
people played it.
no, yeah, none of us
Honestly.
played it.
All right.
I mean, there's reasons for Pokemon to be there, so I'm not going to say
We
anything.
can, we
but I
can
don't
keep
think
it for now. I don't think it's
Yeah,
going to make
keep
the
it for
list,
now.
but we can keep it for now.
All right.
What, Kitty?
If you're keeping Kingdom Hearts 3, you're keeping Rage 2. That's all I'm saying.
What about Ring Fit Adventure?
Let's remove that. Unless someone feels passionate
I thought it
about
was.
All right.
I thought it was really fun.
I actually heard really good things about it. And I
thought it
told
was-
Sam about it the other night, and she's like, we should get that. Because I might
I
actually
thought it
like,
was
good.
so incredibly fun.
So should we leave it? I
Is it
haven't
like
played
Wii Fit?
I'm actually interested.
It's similar to Wii
Okay,
Fit.
think of.
Then
think
I
of
would
Wii
probably
Fit-
like it.
Think of like an RPG that's just like Wii Fit.
All
Hmm.
right.
Like,
I would probably like it too.
I wouldn't be surprised if in the next iteration of Smash Bros. They put the Ring Fit Adventure.
I mean,
chick in
Wii
there.
Fit trainers and Smash Bros. So.
That's what I mean.
Also,
And
you're
it's-
thinking that there's
oh.
going to be another iteration of Smash Bros. They're
They're gonna
never,
milk this
gotta
for a
be.
long
they're
time.
never going to
There's
fucking.
not.
Excuse me.
They're never going to top this Smash Bros. But
All right. I think we should
If
just keep
there's
it on there.
Yeah.
there's 7 Tekkens, there's gonna be another.
yeah, but has every Tekken just taken every character from the past? I don't know. It's just nuts. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. What about? I don't know what Superliminal is.
No, it doesn't belong on
It
the
doesn't
list.
belong on the
I
list.
don't think it belongs
but
either,
it's a fun
but it's
game.
a very cool game.
It's like yeah, it is similar to like Stanley Parable or even like a simplified short version of Portal, kind of.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't.
Why does Tetris 99 on every single one of these lists?
I don't know. I honestly-
It's because it came
honestly
out
don't
this
get it.
year.
Ron loves the hell out of it, so that's why it's on every list.
Tetris 99 is a fucking good game.
It's
It was also
think
free.
horrible game.
I think we can get rid of Team Sonic Racing, Telling Lies, Tetris, and Dark.
I'm okay with it. Tetris 99 isn't in my top 15, so we can remove it. I'm just saying.
All right. What about Telling Lies? I don't
Let's
know.
remove it.
Again.
It's,
I don't. All right.
it's similar to her story, like I said. It's just not. It was a slightly enjoyable experience. I would not write home about it. I don't even remember what the plot was.
Team Sonic Racing.
Yeah, that was a horrible game.
That's actually the best game I played this year.
Dark Pictures probably as well, right?
It's not in my 15.
Criisper?
Huh? What?
Dark Pictures?
No.
Yep.
Top 15. It's in my top 15, but I don't know.
I like how
I
we
have a
keep
hard
saying
time
top
ranking
15, but we're doing
it.
13, by the way.
I know.
keep
Oh,
it.
top 30. It's still in my top 13.
It's funny because
but
I only have 14
Alright.
on my list.
Let's just keep it. Just keep
I
it.
keep saying.
Let's
14.
keep it for now, just because
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
I count the word runner-ups as one of my. Anyway,
What about? So I'm okay with keeping the next few. I know people are gonna probably try to argue.
we can
maybe not The
remove Walking Dead.
Yeah, I would.
That's fine.
And I guess based on previous conversations, Trover.
I don't think that.
Just keep it on there for now.
Thank you.
keep it on
Oh,
I don't think we need to
Um,
remove it. Yeah.
I
Yeah, we
would.
can keep it on
I
there.
would definitely remove Wolfenstein and What the Golf. But
Yeah, I
No.
would.
What? What, the golf?
No, what the golf is staying on the list.
All right.
Yeah.
So Wolfenstein then. All right.
Wolfenstein can go off.
Who played What the Golf besides me and
It's
Rob?
just me and Criisper, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've watched
It was a-
it. It seems
it was a lot of fun.
hilarious.
It was really
Yeah.
cool. It was way more in depth than any other. Like,
Yep.
okay, first of all, I think we should remove Untitled Goose Game because What the Golf was
yes.
as exciting to me as I thought Goose Game would be.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
Because What the
Okay.
Golf
Get
is
rid-
actually a
Get
full
rid
game.
of Honk. Honk is so overrated.
It
All
is.
right.
It really is.
What about Ukulele? That's just the last one we haven't talked about. yet.
Ron loves it. It's definitely on his
Ukulele's
top
in my top like 7. So
All right. All right.
I like how I say that, and it's very clear that it's like 7 on my list because I say that.
Yeah, nice job.
Actually, it's not.
I
Even
mean,
7.
I just
Yeah,
wanna
dude,
point
Star
out-
Wars is like top 1 on my list.
I just want to point out that I only have my top 4 left. So
Oh, man.
Oof.
Speak up, dude.
I mean,
But you didn't play that
like,
many
I'm not
things
gonna
this
make
year,
a
right?
huge
Here,
argument
here.
for Fire Emblem.
I got you here. Scroll down to like Rage. I got you, bro. You're good now.
No, we don't need Phoenix Point. Isn't that? No. All right. I would also argue that Outer Worlds should go.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
So I'm straight up going to tell you right now, Ron. I know you're going to be very surprised. Kingdom Hearts is rated much further up on my list than the Outer Worlds.
Well, Kingdom
I
Hearts
don't-
is game of the year.
I don't agree with that, but
Well, both
I
I
of
don't
us.
know, man.
Yeah,
Outer
that's-
Worlds was kind of.
Outer Worlds was a fun game. It just wasn't.
It was.
It
but
was
it was
fun.
I don't know, man.
It wasn't amazing.
Yeah.
wasn't.
Outer
Okay.
Worlds, Kingdom Hearts, get rid of them both, and Rage 2. Just swipe them off the list.
I would
right
delete
now.
all three of those.
That's
Alright.
really mean.
100%.
If you have to compare the
Rage
mediocre,
2's top 10
we get rid of
No, it is not.
for me.
You gotta right swipe all those.
Yep. Rage
I-
2, you said, is on your list?
Yeah.
Really?
Why?
Because I don't do good on ranking, dude. I don't know.
All right, I want to talk about.
Okay, get rid of it.
Do you see 10 games better on this list?
Unrailed.
Unreal didn't come out.
It
this
didn't
year.
come out yet. It
I mean,
would
you
have
got
been.
rid of
no.
East Shade, so no.
Oh my god. Was
Yeah,
E-Shade
you
rated higher?
You can take off.
Time out. Was E-Shade rated higher than Rage for you?
God no.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
didn't even like put down East Shade on mine.
Okay.
All right, I really think Call of Duty deserves to be here, but
Oh, you're so wrong.
No,
What?
he's actually right.
Oh, stop.
are you guys joking me with
I
Call of
didn't
Duty?
play.
Call of Duty's not in
Duty,
my
so-
top 14.
I'm sorry that I bought Call of Duty 15 years ago.
Okay,
and it's
okay.
exactly the same as it is today.
I don't think it's the game we should be removing right now, though.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
I think-
Name another game.
I'm gonna go with Luigi's Mansion 3.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm the only person I think that played Luigi's Mansion 3, and I didn't even finish it because I think it's fun, but it's just like, I don't know, I just found it kind
I
of
tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm okay with removing Ring Fit Adventure.
All right, remove them both. Easy enough. I don't-
Also, I'm gonna say right now, I think personally, Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah, I agree.
I would agree
I
with
did-
removing
I-
that as
I-
well.
I disagree, but
Well,
Oh, Matt
what's
only has
the
3 games left.
That was the first Pokemon I played in a long time, and it was a lot of fun.
it's a really good Pokemon game. I'm not saying it's. I'm
like-
saying it could easily crack the top 10.
I like
know,
Let's
I-
Go
I might
Pikachu
think-
more than
I disagree.
I actually agree with that.
I like
What'd you
do
say?
that.
Sorry?
I think Let's Go is a better game than Sword and Shield.
yeah.
Sword and Shield was really fun.
Is it because of the Pokemon that didn't put into it?
What's that?
There's a lot of reasons why Sword and Shield.
There's a lot
Could
of
have been better.
people are going to shit on Sword and Shield.
I
for
like
a lot of
Sword and
reasons.
Shield, I'm just saying.
Like, and I get it, but like, it's a good Pokemon game.
It's
Is it-
solid, but I do not think it's top 10 of a
It-
year.
It might not be better than Let's Go. I don't know on that, because I did say Let's Go was probably like one of my top 3 Pokemon games, but like it's definitely up there in my opinion. I think they changed it in ways that are good, and like they got rid of like the gym type. I mean, they still have gyms, but like they didn't change it like they did Sun and Moon, where like they just completely got rid of gyms and they just have those weird challenges where you have to take a picture of a stupid Pokemon somewhere. But like, I don't know, it's good. They had good changes. We can get rid of it now, but like,
We can
I
leave it.
think-
We can leave it for now.
I think people shit on it for no reason.
I think we
Instead
should...
of that, then maybe let's get rid of Remnant.
Well...
I'm okay
I
with
need
getting
someone
rid
to
of
tell
them.
me what this Wild Hearts game is before I.
Honestly, it doesn't belong.
Wild Hearts is in my top 10.
I absolutely love that game, and it is in my top 10.
I honestly want to play it again.
Dude,
don't
it's
think
so much fun.
It really is.
Never played it.
And it's so short, too.
It's like an hour-long game, but like
Yep.
you, have you ever played Audio Surf, Matt?
Yes.
It's
yes,
similar
I
to
love
like
Audio
it's
Surf.
similar to Audio Surf, except it's a lot more unique. Every level is like different.
Yes.
Cool.
So would you have rather played that instead of Pokemon this year?
I say that I came away after playing Pokemon and Sayonara, and I remember Sayonara more fondly.
I agree with that.
That's the only way that I can really compare these kind of games because they're so different. I think more highly of Sayonara than I do of Pokemon.
Hmm.
I think we're getting rid of Pokemon way too soon, but whatever.
I think we're getting
No, we
rid of
can
it too
leave
soon too. I would agree
I
with
say
that.
Then let's skip it.
Leave
for
them
now.
then.
Can we
Um,
start going into like let's maybe name like 3 that are absolutely in the top 10.
Sekiro.
Sekiro,
Star
I think
Wars.
Sekiro and Star Wars are 2 that I would absolutely say
Yep.
in the top 10.
Yeah.
All right. I would also say Borderlands is an easy top 10.
And Apex
Yeah.
Legends.
Kitty.
See, Apex and Borderlands are ones I have in my top 10 as well. I would agree with that.
We could probably. I bet you a lot would agree that Call of Duty would fit there.
Mhm.
I think most of us would.
I disagree.
I
think
argue
in this
that.
group, it's probably true. Yes.
I
At
never
least
played
10th, dude. Yes.
I never played it.
I would say low on my list for sure, but
Yeah,
or
it's
at
low,
least
but it's
honorable-
still
at
on
least
there.
honorable mention.
I don't think Dota Underworlds deserves to be in the top
No.
10.
No.
Yeah,
Go
no.
for it. Yeah, that's fine.
I also think you can, unfortunately, because I do think it would have been on this list, but Darksiders Genesis can probably get off for the sake of us.
Yeah.
I do think it would have made this list had we all played it.
What about Cadence of Hyrule?
I think that can also go, honestly.
I would
Again,
agree.
the whole remake thing,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
spin-off, like just
Yeah.
I also
This is
don't know
starting
if
to get
Baba
really
is
hard.
Baba Is You should be on there.
it
Top
should.
10.
It should.
It should? Okay.
Yes.
It's not in my top 10.
I think
but
it.
Honorable, at least, mention for what it
It's,
does
it,
for the
it
puzzle.
is. It is in my
Right.
honorable
What
mentions.
What about for Buzzle and Ron? Does Gears 5 fit the top 10? Or
I'd say maybe low,
It's not in
or
my
honorable mention at least.
What about Troll versus the Universe?
No.
What about the golf?
Just remove it when I said
One,
no.
because Ron says no, gets rid
I
of
was gonna
it.
say, wait, what?
I would have said yeah for Trover somewhere on the list. low.
I think, like, really far down the list, it should be on there.
Yeah, you have to think about
Look at
what
that
other
early
games.
on.
I know, that,
Alright.
dude. Like I said, it's getting really hard.
Well,
Alright.
Because, like, I personally,
I didn't even consider
Outer
it.
Wilds is gonna be on the list, and it has to absolutely fucking be on the list, or I'll be upset.
so then
I think everyone's top
Outer
one
Wilds
should at
up
least be
there.
on the list.
What's that?
Put Outer Wilds up on the list of games that
Are we okay with like that mentality?
I
'Cause
think
I don't wanna,
everyone's
like.
first choice should be on the list.
I think
I would
so.
agree
That
with
makes
that.
sense.
That's
And Outer
fair.
Wilds is my number one, so I'm just saying. So
What's Matt's number one, to be
So who
fair?
doesn't
We might
have
have
it
gotten
number
rid
one?
of it already.
Yeah.
No, I mean, go ahead and try it. No, Borderlands
okay.
is my top.
Dude, just put it on your. We need.
I would definitely argue that Evil or Resident Evil. I almost said Evil with.
Resident Evil 2 should be on the list.
I think
Yep.
Resident Evil 2 should, without a doubt, be on the list.
Is that your first choice?
I'm good with that.
No, it's not my first choice, but it should be on there.
Does anyone have a top choice that wasn't on this list yet? Is finalized list on the top?
No, two of the games that I would have put on the list are on here. So
Okay.
I'm gonna guess.
Anyone
Apex.
I
You do. Yeah.
kind of think that Super Mario Maker should go.
I would actually agree with that, yeah.
I'd be okay.
It's
with
So
it.
much fun watching.
It
dude.
made my
It's-
game of
it's-
the year
But
on
playing, we have to think
but-
about playing the game.
Because it's like if we're going with the Cadence of Hyrule thing,
Yeah.
Mario Maker's just part 2 of the same
It
thing.
really is. It is kind of the same
Yeah.
game. They've added a lot of new cool stuff. Hell, the latest update that they did, they added
The
fucking
Zelda
Link.
stuff is so
It's so
cool.
insane how different it changes the game.
Yeah.
Because you can shield, you can
Yeah.
swing down your
His
sword. you
bombs, his arrows.
stuff.
I mean,
Bombs,
are we
yeah.
doing best DLC?
Well, it's not best
No, I
DLC.
know-
It was a free update to the game. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, the game itself is vastly different than the first one. I'm not
Yeah.
arguing that it should be top 10 because it's not in my top 10.
I think it should go.
It's
probably.
it's probably the game that
Get
I've
rid of
watched
it.
the most of this year on YouTube.
Yeah, 100%.
Super Mario Maker 2 is the
Get rid of
funnest to watch.
Mhm.
Right? Yeah. So we're getting rid of it though?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or in agreement? Alright. What about the Dark Pictures?
So keep in mind we have 6 that are guaranteed in the top at this point. So we need 4.
What about Dark Pictures?
Is this is Cuphead music? Oh my god.
This is Cuphead, yeah.
Well, we need 4, but we need 7
We need 4 of this list. Down here.
And
Oh yeah,
set
7.
3
Yeah.
for
You're
honorable
right.
mention.
You're right.
So
Not more than that.
Slay the Spire, yes or no on the top?
No.
Top 10, no.
I personally don't
Mr.
think so.
60 Hours, what do you think?
No, I said no already.
There you
Okay, so
Alright,
get rid
so
of Slay
none
the
that.
Spire.
So,
What
like,
about
Man
Dark Pictures?
So Man of Medan or Medan,
go. Medan, actually.
Good
I looked
game.
it up.
it isn't okay. Whatever. Good game. Leads for a nice sequel if it improves upon what this was, but as in its current state, does not belong in the top 10.
It was just disappointing.
Criisper?
It was disappointing, mostly.
It was
But
it was
the
really cool
potential,
setup, and then like we
They-
were super invested, and then it kind of just like drops
Yeah.
off towards the end.
They could do really good.
hmm
Alright, so
Remnant, about?
Dude, the end of the game ruined it for me. I literally had no inkling of to ever want to play it again.
I was really enjoying it at the beginning, yeah, and then we kind of just like felt like we were playing it to finish it a little bit. The worlds were
It's so sad
similar.
too because it was a lot of fun.
The
And we were
levels.
so excited to play it.
The levels are like the same throughout the whole thing. The bosses were cool and unique,
Yes.
except for
Dude,
the
that
last
dragon.
one.
That
Yeah,
dragon fire in the city.
dude, the fucking one where we had to fight the two at once was so frustratingly hard, but it was so rewarding to finally beat. That was the hardest boss in the game, 100%.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't
What
think.
do you think, Ausch? I feel like it's high up on your list.
I feel like single player, it's really high up, but I know the multiplayer experience very.
It's pretty high up on my list, but
it's
I understand what people are
misleading
saying.
in the challenge of the game. I think.
All right, let's leave it. I think there's other games we can get rid of before that. Like Control, does anybody feel strongly about Control?
I know a couple people do.
I mean, one person's played it.
I'm the only one that I think that's played it. I couldn't get through it because it was too scary.
Oh, okay.
Like I really want to play it, but I can't
Yeah, I
really
do.
say anything
I
about it.
don't think
I'd
Control's
play it
making
too, but
our
I think
list.
that it should just get off
Yeah.
the list.
Yeah.
I just want to. Yeah, sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, since nobody's really played it here, we recognize it's probably a great game, but like, it's hard for us to rate this.
For
if
us,
nobody's
it's-
played it.
It's,
Yeah.
I have to say, it's nice to see it grow up because I remember predicting that game as Remedy's Project 7 in one of the other podcasts, and now it's here and it's good.
By the way, best soundtrack of the year playing right now on the podcast.
What is it?
It's Outer
What is
Wilds.
How many do we have left?
Too many.
Well, thank
We
you.
need 7 out of this, whatever it is.
We have 12, so we're not that far
Damn
off.
it.
So we need to get rid of 5.
All right, so I actually, all right. There's a couple on here that I think should go. I think What the Golf is insane for being here still. I don't even know what this game
Okay,
is.
so What the Golf is the very bottom of my runner-ups.
I think, I would.
If we're gonna be cutting anything, it should probably be that.
All right.
I would be
think
okay
I'll
with that.
Damn.
It's a
Dude,
really
seriously,
it's
you
a
guys-
really cool game that you guys should.
Yeah,
all
you guys
play.
should definitely play it. It's a lot of fun.
Everything that I've seen about it looks so cool. It's
Every
unique.
single new level is like something
Yep.
unique and different.
What?
It breaks the bounds of
Go.
a puzzle game. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
You actually don't even hit a golf ball sometimes.
hmm
I don't how. Excuse me. How strongly are people about ukulele?
Ukulele
Ron.
No
is
one except Ron.
Yeah, it's just
probably.
me. But it is the best platformer that came out this year. I don't know.
Okay. Do we want to keep
Sucks
it?
that wasn't a category,
There
huh?
we go.
I know. It's a fantastic game. It was an amazing comeback because the first ukulele game was extremely disappointing. This one they decided to go do something completely different and do a side-scrolling 2D platformer instead of a 3D platformer, which is another kind of homage to old games because it was another rare game, I should say, because Donkey Kong Country. So this feels like a new version of Donkey Kong Country that came out this year. And then the last level is so difficult. It took me a ton of tries to actually beat it. I want to say like 10 tries, even with all of the lives, because as you play through the game, you get more lives that you can use in the final thing. You get 48 lives, but when I say lives, I mean hits. So that's how many times you can get hit in the last like impossible lair at the end of the game. That's how difficult it is. That people weren't able to beat it, even getting hit 48 times. I think it was 48, something like that.
And then Epic Games gave it away for free.
And then Epic gave it away for free because it's not doing that well this year, which is really sad because it's a really good game. So if you like Donkey Kong Country, you should play it.
Does that really mean it's not doing well though? Maybe it's just like we actually want to give out a good
I'm
game.
willing to bet that it's just
Yeah.
not doing that well, from what I've heard. Because not a lot of people realize that it's a new game. I mean, we can
I would
remove
play
it. It's in my. It is. Let's see. It's number 6 on my list.
I
One
watched
of the
Ron
ones
play
that
it, and it
I'm
was good.
surprised is still on it.
I think-
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, Devil May Cry does not belong.
I
on
did not
this
expect
list.
you to have that up there, Ron.
Devil May
Not gonna
Cry
lie.
is number 9 on my list.
I think that's a minority opinion.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, yeah. If we're gonna remove one game, Devil May Cry should go before you.
Did anything? I stopped watching after the first hour and a half of you playing. Did anything ever attack you after that point?
What do you mean?
Because nothing hit you. You never got hit by an enemy.
I didn't play on the hardest difficulty, which I think is what a lot of people enjoy in the Devil May Cry games. I never died throughout the whole game. It was really easy.
That's not
I'll
a good
say
thing.
that.
I'm sorry.
But it was fun. I mean, Bayonetta wasn't super hard either, but it was a really fun game. It's very similar to Bayonetta, Matt, if you like.
Yeah,
So that's
you played
why I-
Bayonetta on a super easy difficulty too, right?
Yeah. I didn't play on
Yeah.
super easy.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna Devil May Cry 5 and Pokemon. I think are the next 2 games that should leave this list before Ukulele does.
I mean,
I'm okay
Trover
with
should
that.
go before all of those, but that's just my
I-
opinion.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair too.
Trevor's
all
like
three of them.
9th on my list.
Why do we have
so-
to make it exclusive?
All
All
right,
3 of
so,
these.
No, that's true.
So Devil May Cry, Pokemon Introvert. I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with everything all those.
Okay.
All right. I think that was.
So what do we have?
Again,
This
I
is
don't
going
wanna, like,
fast.
We have to remove
Pokemon
one more
is
game.
Yeah.
All right. So
And
we
my
have
opinion is that we remove Gears 5.
I was gonna say Gears or Remnant.
I agree with Gears.
So we haven't talked at all about Link's Awakening.
Because we don't have to. It's a great game.
Okay. I just want
Link's
to make sure that
Awakening
we're
is
all
above
okay with it.
Ukulele on my list.
All right. I just want to make sure we're all okay with it. I am very surprised that this Wild Hearts game is still here. But
I do too, because honestly, if we're talking about a 1 hour long epileptic adventure,
it's very.
I
hard
don't
for
think
I
me-
mean, you
belongs-
can't just go off of how
I
long
know
it
length
takes.
is hard to like use as a.
You
an
can't.
hour.
Well,
But you're
You
going
can?
like
That
the
was-
same thing you're doing with Superliminal. Like the game
Papa
was
Is
great,
You is
but
so
we're
short.
kind of putting it off because it was only 2 hours.
I don't know if that's necessarily true though.
I
It
don't
just
think it
didn't do
should
anything
be
super special or
Off of
unique.
how
I
long
feel
it
like.
takes.
I mean, that's not even true. I guess I don't know. If I guess if you think about Superliminal versus Sayonara, that's maybe a
Because
fair
like
argument.
the whole thing about the like Superliminal was like it also had like a really nice message, kind of like Celeste did, with like the whole mechanic that it had with the game. Like you're in a dream and you're like trying to get through life. It's like it makes it a lot easier if you look at things from different perspectives.
Mhm. Huh. I have a weird attachment to Sayonara that like I
I do
really
too,
I
man.
enjoy the soundtrack, so that's the only reason that
I
I
do
want to hang
too.
on to it. But like I'd be willing to let it go, I guess, if there's people that are passionate.
No,
about the
so
other games.
if the gameplay is okay in this, I always think that the soundtracks for games get shit on sometimes, or they don't even count
Get
as part
acknowledged.
of the best game. Yeah,
Soundtrack
exactly.
is like
When
one
it
of
should
the
be.
top factors
That
for me in
was-
a game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as well.
That was the
100%.
game, is the music.
Yeah. You can't discredit a huge factor of a game. Like, the atmosphere in a soundtrack that you can create is
Mhm.
humongous in terms of your enjoyment of the game.
Oh yeah.
So,
If
I
it
mean-
had bad music, it would be a bad game.
exactly.
Half the reason
So-
God of War is on my like favorite games ever list is music as well. Like music is important, and I think we all recognize that.
And it's a game you finished, so like
Fucking got him.
You're funny. Let me know when you can run it. When you can run games on your PC. All right. So
Fucking fire, dude.
Doesn't he have a laptop?
I love.
Oh,
yeah,
I love it. Okay. I think
I
Gears
love you,
5.
Quantum.
I love you, dude. I think these 3 games actually, right in the core of that list, are up for debate.
Can we try to figure out
We
which
only
games?
need to get rid of one.
Can we try to figure out which of these games are in the top 10?
Yeah. let's
Because
do
we
that.
have 6 at the top right now, and there's 4 that need to go in the top
Dude,
10.
it's so much easier to eliminate
Disco
one of these
Elysium.
first.
Yeah, we should try and eliminate one.
We
Just
only have to
one
get rid
game.
of one.
I know, but we're gonna have to do this right afterwards anyway. So I'm just
So
thinking it
Disco
might give a better
Elysium-
picture of like what people agree is the bottom.
So we already
Okay,
know
fine.
Ron
Disco
is like in
Elysium.
love with Disco Elysium. So
I think
Yeah.
Disco should go on there.
I think
You guys feel passionately about
Legends.
Modern Warfare that I think it should go
I
on there
do,
too.
yeah.
Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.
Oh,
as
Link's
well.
Awakening, absolutely.
Okay.
Baba Is You should be
2,
there.
3, 1, 2,
It
3.
should, yeah.
We're at 9 though. That would mean Baba Is You is
Oh
the
shit.
10th game.
This is why we should have eliminated first.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay. Let's eliminate one now.
ukulele.
I don't know.
Weren't
I
you
would-
I think
saying
ukulele-
Gears
I
should
would
be off the
remove
list?
Sayonara
Gears.
and
Weren't we
Gears
just
before
saying
Ukulele.
Gears?
I think Gears.
I think Sayonara should go, but that's just me.
People who have played Gears, so I'm mainly looking at Ausch, Ron, and Buzzle.
I don't think Ausch has
Give
even
reason.
played it, has he?
He knows it
I've-
well.
I've watched it, yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
I'd
worth
say
it?
Gears could definitely go into honorable mentions.
Well,
Okay.
this is to be removed from the whole list, not just honorable mentions.
I
I'd
think
say it goes honorable mentions.
I would agree with that, and I haven't played Gears. I'm surprised that Sayonara Wild Hearts has lasted this long. That game being there to me is just insane. I don't know why. We're talking about a 1 hour experience versus an
It's not
end
1
to
hour.
a Gears chapter.
It's a couple hours.
It actually is.
I mean,
1 hour, but it's
What?
still.
I'm
thought it was
okay with
horrible.
any 3 in the middle. I would be okay with getting rid of. So
Yep.
I don't care.
Oh.
Do we want to vote
Let's
at
get
this
rid of-
point? Should we vote?
let's
Let's
get
all,
a-
let's all vote at what we want to
So
eliminate.
let's just go.
All right.
Out of what? Those 5?
Those-
Out of these 5,
yeah.
Let's go down Discord order.
All right, Ash.
well, just put an X
There's
or
5.
something next to it.
Gears 5.
There you go.
Buzzle.
Puzzle.
Buzzle's got to get out of Minecraft real fast.
Now he doesn't do capital? Wow.
Yeah, right.
Criisper. All right. Carl.
I'm not gonna vote because I didn't play any of those games.
All right. I'll vote.
Oh, shit.
I'm getting rid of this one.
Come on, Quantum and run. Oh, no. Oh.
God.
I was gonna vote for
Easy
Gears.
choice. Easy choice for me.
All right. Fine. All right.
Now I think Baba you should be on the list.
Really? Maybe.
It does so much
Sayonara
work
is
with
higher
puzzle.
for me.
Dude, this game, when you're realizing all the things you could change and move and become,
Mm-hmm.
Baba's you is nuts.
Of these 4 games, Baba's the bottom for me.
Imagine if Baba didn't have that kind of difficulty.
I mean, I think that Baba is probably the most actual best game on this list. If we're talking, yeah.
Yes.
I
But-
would fight for Remnant
Like,
only because the single player of Remnant is incredible.
You say that like it's very different from the 3. It's the same game, but it's just harder because you're only playing alone.
It rewards you more, and I feel like you can do more in single player.
I don't know if I'd say it rewards you more. I'd say it feels more rewarding.
Yeah.
but it also, I
Um,
feel like it rewards you more.
it's a reasonable argument. I think
Isn't
if
that what
we're
I
gonna look
just
at these
said?
games, if we're gonna look at these games. Here we go, ready? Out of the games that should be on this last spot above, we have a platformer, which has been described, I'm sorry, but as a Donkey Kong clone. We have
I'm moving Sayonara because I think this one's going to be honorable mentions regardless.
No,
Am I
wait.
okay with that?
Hold on, wait. So ukulele is a clone of a game type that exists already. Remnant is also that. It's a Souls-like. You have Baba's You, which is new, and Sayonara Wild Hearts, which is new. These 2 games are new innovations that have made it this far and should probably be considered for that 10th spot before Remnant or ukulele.
I don't think
that's
Sayonara
measurable.
should be.
I don't think Sayonara.
I think Sayonara
Baba's
should be an
I
honorable
vote-
mention, and that's having.
Let's vote again.
played
Let's
it.
vote again.
Yeah.
Which one
Bottom
should be the
Discord.
10th? Or
Yep.
Of which
Ron-
one should be
10th.
the 10th?
Oh,
Ron
shit,
first?
that's hard. Okay.
Ron
wait, I'm
first.
starting first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bottom up. I think it's me next, right?
Yep.
Matt?
What are we voting for?
Which
Vote
one
for
should
10th
be in the
spot.
10th spot?
Or up
Oh,
there in the top
man.
10.
In the top, not necessarily 10th spot, right?
Yeah.
Like we're just
Yeah. Sorry.
Is this
Yeah.
Doom music?
Oh, this is Devil May Cry.
Did you put 2 X's at Baba?
No, he didn't. That's mine. Carl?
No, let's,
I just made it smaller.
Oh, Carl, you don't want to vote?
No, I'm not voting for these
Okay.
ones.
Criisper?
Okay.
I think that wins, right?
Yeah,
Well,
that wins.
Buzzle
I mean, not
Ausch.
necessarily
Heck,
puzzle.
Nick.
It could
I was gonna
technically
vote
go.
Baba, so it's gonna win.
Okay.
Okay.
Put her up there.
All right. So we don't care about the order of these honorable mentions, right?
Not
These
now.
No.
game-
Yeah, they're any
These
order.
are honorable mentions. So now we gotta order these.
So
Do we-
top 3 for sure is Sekiro and Apex. Those are in
And
the top.
Star
3.
Wars.
And Star Wars.
oh,
right.
man.
Okay, so
Really?
That's
I
the
think
top
I
Those games are in
think
my top
I
3.
think I think it's time for me to give my speech.
I was
Okay,
like,
here we go.
let's dim the music.
Yep, here's the Disco Elysium speech. Before that, can we get a word from
Disco
our
Elysium?
It's
It's not even fucking Disco
Outer
Elysium.
Wilds?
Outer Wilds.
Elysium, yeah.
He's going to argue our Outer
Okay,
Wilds.
so I just wrote this right before the
Ron,
podcast.
is your
This
sponsor
podcast is sponsored
Audible or
by
something?
Outer Wilds.
Sponsored by Outer Wilds.
Go ahead, we'll all
Okay,
be
so
quiet.
I just wrote something, and this isn't necessarily going to be like a huge selling point, but I just want to explain what the game is and see if maybe that appeals to any of you. So I know a lot of you have played No Man's Sky, so I'm just going to use that as a reference point. But so imagine a galaxy in No Man's Sky. There's like 5 planets or so. You can go around and explore each of them. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, I hate you.
Outer World.
Okay. Okay, so now imagine that each of these planets have been handcrafted by developers to have unique and interesting mechanics on them that are different than all of the other planets. So exploring each of them is something completely different, regardless of which planet you go to. Unlike No Man's Sky, which they could all be the same planet, right? Because it's random.
It sounds like the Outer Worlds right now.
Okay.
I was just about to say.
So now imagine that you jump into the game and there is an incredibly rich and developed backstory behind why each of these planets and the people that inhabited them at some point exist and are in the universe. And now imagine that you're playing casually exploring these, and about 20 minutes in, the sun explodes. After the sun explodes, you notice that everything you've done over the last 20 minutes is being rewinded and shown to you. You then start the game over again, however, it's clear that your character remembers everything that happened over the last 20 minutes, including the sun exploding. This is also reflected when you go back to your ship and notice that the ship log includes everything that you did before when you died and the sun exploded. So this loop continues, and the whole game becomes about figuring out why the sun is exploding, why you're stuck in a loop. Think of like Edge of Tomorrow or Live, Die, Repeat or whatever it is, the movie.
That sounds fucking dope.
Yeah, as an example.
Yeah.
In addition to this highly compelling story where the only real driving factor is your own curiosity, the music is absolutely fucking incredible, the visuals are beautiful, the secrets hidden within the game are absolutely insane, including factoring in things like quantum objects, like when you look away and an object teleports away. And when you look at them and then you look away and they disappear and move, like there's literally puzzles around that stuff. It's just one of the smartest games I've ever played, and absolutely the best game that came out in 2019. So that's my pitch for Outer Wilds.
So
I think it should just go into number 10. I don't know what you guys think.
I fucking hate you guys.
Honestly, we should bump it back to
Like that?
If that sounds appealing at all to you guys.
That made me want to play it more than I already wanted to play.
It does look pretty, and it does sound like a fun game.
That sounded really
But
cool.
I don't think for top 10 it should just be off of a pitch.
No, I'm not necessarily saying it should be off of a pitch. I'm just saying I'm the only one that played it. I had to write something to get it in somewhere up there, and I don't want it to be.
I could see it being number 4, but I don't think it's.
That's okay. Honestly, it's number 1 for me.
I can
and
see
if you guys haven't played it,
I mean,
it's
I
gonna be
could see
hard to
that
make the
up
argument
higher than Star Wars.
for it to be number 1.
No,
I would.
I'm just
What did
saying.
you
No,
say?
What did
it's
you
not
say?
higher.
What did you
It's
fucking
not
say?
higher than
Outer
Star Wars.
Wilds is significantly
Say it to my
better
face.
than Star Wars.
I would much rather see Borderlands and Resident Evil 2 above Outer Wilds.
That's insane.
Look, do you have a pitch that's beautifully written and spoken?
No, but I
With Quantum in
more than one person here played both of those games.
Outer Wilds is a
I
significantly
don't know,
more
man.
unique
Borderlands,
experience
though.
than Borderlands. Borderlands, I love Borderlands. It's just more Borderlands. It's the same fucking game.
Say it again.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking game.
Actually,
If you really want to make that argument, Ron, Apex Legends is just more
Whoa.
Titanfall and Battle Royale.
Yeah, when's the last time we got a Titanfall game?
It's
Bro.
insane. Like, I mean, I understand they're great games, but like, oh yeah, it's just more Borderlands isn't necessarily a great argument.
You know,
for
you're
ranking
right.
the
It's
top
more
10.
Borderlands, and it's worse Borderlands than Borderlands 2, right?
Do you know what Resident Evil is? It's just more.
It's
Resident
literally a
Evil.
remake of a fucking
just
game
like-
that came out in the
More
90s.
Call of Duty,
Right, but we're arguing.
more Dark
But
Souls.
Baba is you.
We're
on the
not
other hand,
arguing
who's
that
new,
these
and it
games
should
are
be number
remakes.
one.
We're comparing these games to each other.
Yeah, I just want to point out that our top 10 has 2 remakes on it.
Yeah, and they shouldn't. Okay.
I'm not saying that that's a bad thing.
Because Link's Awakening.
They're both really good. Yeah. I'm just saying that putting Borderlands 3 above Outer Wilds is crazy to me. I'm not
I
gonna
would
win
also
I'm not
agree.
gonna win this argument, I feel like, and that's
How
fine.
about in this list? What do you think should be 10th? Should
Oh,
we
that's
do
easy.
that? Should we just go from 10th
Baba is
to
you.
1?
Didn't we just decide
Yeah.
Baba Is is number 10?
No, we were saying it should at least be in the
It was
list.
the hardest
It-
one to
it was the
choose,
hardest
though.
one for us to choose. I think it's.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I kind of agree with that mentality, yeah.
I agree.
So then, wouldn't it be Call of Duty next after that?
I
No,
think,
No, not necessarily.
I think,
No.
in my opinion,
But I would be okay with that.
I mean,
I would
I
be
personally
okay
think it
with Call of
is
Duty.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
think-
okay with
I think
that.
Call of Duty's 9.
You know, actually, yes, it is.
Okay.
And I've been a proponent of that game a
It
lot.
breaks my heart.
We're okay.
Really?
We're all okay with that though.
I love Call of Duty.
Okay, we'll make a speech for it. Well written.
Paragraph?
Dude, I literally just wrote that
Apparently
before
we
the
all have
podcast because I
speeches
knew
now.
I had to.
It's just what we were just saying earlier. It's just more Call of Duty.
Mhm.
So I just it.
I can
Felt
hear the.
like-
I mean,
it
we're
felt
not
like
saying
an
it's.
old- It just felt like an old Call of Duty.
We're not saying it's
Nice.
not a good Call of Duty. We're just
Oh, I
saying
know
it's
that.
not.
I know.
I mean, despite the map
Criisper,
sucking
is
ass
it-
and like everything else, I still think it's the best Call of Duty that's come out in like 10 years.
Nope.
Criisper, it's the
Which
Call of
says
Duty
a
when
lot.
the sun
Again-
explodes.
I don't know if that's saying a lot. Ron,
Oh my
I
god.
don't know.
Quantum
if that's saying a
sun
lot.
explodes.
It's not,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
saying
You have
a
to
lot.
try and figure out why.
That's
Why?
not
Why
right.
did I explode?
Why did
And
Quantum
how you can use
explode?
your M4 to save the sun
with your night vision goggles?
Oh my
with your
God.
night vision goggles.
All right.
Okay. Yeah,
I think
nine
Resident
is
Evil's
okay. I'll be
next.
okay.
I was gonna say I think both Resident Evil and Zelda are probably time to go up on the list.
I think these three are the bottom three of what we have
Yep.
left.
Yeah.
We just have to order those.
Where are we putting Borderlands?
So I say Zelda 8.
5. Buzzle Borderlands is 5 for the record.
Zelda
Worst
8.
out of those other 4.
I say Zelda 8, Resident Evil 7, Disco Elysium 6. My
No, Zelda's
I didn't play
better than
any of
Resident
these,
Evil.
I think that
Zelda's
Disco
better.
might be 8.
okay.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay. Everyone's okay with that because
I'm the only one that played Disco, so that's why I feel like I can say that.
Let's just hash
Does
it out,
any-
everyone.
Does anyone
Link's
want to
Awakening-
make it?
Yes,
Okay.
Link's
Why-
Awakening is better than Resident Evil 2.
Why?
I don't know.
That's it.
Oh, yeah,
Doesn't need an
I'll
argument. Okay, honestly though,
I think Resident Evil does more as a remake.
Okay, I haven't
To
played
change the
Link's
game.
Awakening.
they changed the
I
entire
haven't played
graphics
Link's
for
Awakening.
Zelda.
They
That's
updated the
different, though.
graphics and that's it.
No, but
Resident
they made
Evil,
it a
they
different
completely changed the
style.
gameplay. It's
It's not like
they completely made like the actual fucking environment like an actual
Like
Okay, well,
Resident
let's
Evil
talk-
you can
2.
walk
Which,
around
which
it.
one of those
Ye-
games did you complete both of those games? Is what I would ask.
no one has played both of those.
I don't think anyone's
Yeah, that's
played
what I'm
both.
saying. Which Legend of Zelda is Link's Awakening
What?
a remake of?
It's Link's Awakening.
Link's
It's
Awakening.
from 1993. It's Link's Awakening from 1993.
It's literally called Link's
Okay.
Awakening.
Okay, I just want to go through the list of things that make a game good. I think that the story, we have talked about story in Resident Evil 2, and it was not the point of that game. I think
Okay.
story is better in Link's Awakening. I think music is better in Link's Awakening. I personally think art style is better in Link's Awakening.
Well, I mean, Resident Evil isn't an artsy game; it's a horror
It isn't,
game.
so that's why I think that the category
So,
doesn't make sense.
yeah,
But
so-
music and story, I think Link's Awakening win. So what
At
did
any
Resident
point
Evil
in
do?
time-
I would agree with that. Yeah.
At any point in time when you played Link's Awakening, did you get scared shitless because Mr.
No, it's not a scary
Climb
game.
up through the wall?
Oh my god, dude! I
obviously
did jump
that's
so
okay.
much in that
Okay,
part.
Yeah, but if we're talking about that, I could go back to thinking about how Eternal Darkness did that same thing, but that game came out in like
Right. No, I know.
forever ago.
I mean, Resident Evil 2 did it like originally, where they had Mr. X chasing you the whole time.
I played Link's Awakening. I didn't play Resident Evil 2, and I still think Resident Evil 2 is better.
I'm gonna say I don't really care what order these two are in.
I mean,
I think
that's true.
I think these are 6 and 7. We're just arguing about one spot. So
Hey, can we just quick vote which one's 6 and which one's 7? Let's vote for 7.
Okay.
yeah.
Just put your X's all at once. Jeez.
I didn't play any of these, so I can't. I don't want to.
You don't have to vote, but
I've watched Resident Evil. That's the only thing. So
okay, there you go. Legend of Zelda.
Has everyone voted? 1, 2, 3.
What Outer Wilds?
five,
Who did
six,
this?
7. What the fuck?
All right. So Legend of Zelda is a 7.
Yeah.
what the fuck is this song? I know this.
It's from Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's abysmal. I'm sorry, from Pokemon.
It's
so
not.
bad.
It's not great actually. Okay, so having gotten it this far, I'm gonna put Outer Wilds at 5.
You know what? No, I would say Borderlands 3.
Dude,
You
Borderlands 3 is
pitched
making
Outer-
it far up that list. For
You
me.
pitched.
Yeah, I think Borderlands
Wilds,
3.
and I
You
think
guys are
Borderlands-
okay with that? Because I'm okay with
Yeah.
that.
I don't. Yeah, that's still up
I hate
there.
And
Borderlands.
then
It should
next
be
we
10.
have Star Wars, right?
No.
Really? I mean,
Wars is amazing.
I
dude.
would,
Hold
but
on. I think it's insane that we have a game that one person has played going above Borderlands 3 that
It's-
everyone here played
Oh my
except
god.
Borderlands
Quantum.
3 was my number 8.
for No, I don't even care about Phoenix Point. Stop.
Yeah, but how high did everyone have? Like, Matt, you remember that we had
Borderlands
no
3 is
one.
literally my number 1. I think
Is it?
it's a better game than Resident Evil 2 and Star Wars, but
Borderlands 3 would be in my probably number 4 or 3 spot. For sure.
Borderlands 3 was.
I
12th
mean,
on my
considering
list.
I've never played any other Borderlands, for me it was like super fun while we played it.
Alright, then I would say Borderlands 3 4.
It was
Okay.
12th on my
I'm
list.
trying to say, I think it's insane that we're all just taking Ron for his word on Outer Wilds. I'm not
That's-
saying Outer
You
Wilds
guys are.
is
So
bad.
one of you guys are gonna play Outer Wilds in the future, and you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
really
I'm gonna
sad
play
that
it
we
this
didn't
year.
put it as number 1
Because
because this is gonna be Celeste all over again, my dudes.
I don't care. I think it's insane that right now, when we have one person played Outer Wilds and everyone's just like, yep, it's better than Borderlands 3.
I watched Ron's game.
We gotta remember too. We shouldn't compare Borderlands 3 to the other Borderlands. I think. Because
Yeah,
I mean, that's
Buzzle
why
just said. No, what Buzzle
I mean,
just said.
yeah.
like,
I think
he
it's
hasn't
actually the
played
best
other
gameplay wise of
Borderlands, and he thought it
any
was a lot
any
fun.
of the other Borderlands games. It
Borderlands
just
But
has
I
to
also
be-
don't think it's better than any of these.
No.
No, I think
Borderlands
Borderlands 3 is
I
number
would
4.
safely put it at 4.
Mhm.
I think
Borderlands 3 in a vacuum is better than Ron's pitch of Outer Wilds. In a vacuum.
Yeah, but does the sun explode?
Holy
Holy shit.
I hate you, Ausch.
Oh my god.
I'm just trying to be realistic here.
So I'm gonna
Apex
say
third.
I think Apex.
I think Apex is third.
Yep.
All right, yeah, I think that's fair.
and I think for most people,
Carl?
story is more important than
What do you
anything.
think, Carl?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I didn't play Star Wars Jedi, but considering that the storyline in there is reminiscent of things that I've grown up with, I would put that above Apex for sure.
Cool.
Alright.
Alright, so we have 2 games left.
And they're in the order that they should be.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
I haven't finished Star Wars, so it's hard for me to argue that it should be.
Okay, spoilers. Actually, no spoilers.
Wait,
Not
you
that-
can't. Yeah, he's in the middle of
Spoilers.
playing
Whoa.
it.
I can deafen, and you guys.
No.
can just-
I don't even
No,
want to risk
podcast.
this.
If you're talking about the end, that was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
But at the
So
same time, I don't know if
Shut
I don't know if you noticed, but they've been ruining that with the ads in the game. I don't know if you or
Yes.
not ads in the game,
Are you
but like ads
serious?
for the
They
game.
have, I've
They
seen
literally
it.
been spoiling that in the fucking trailers for the game that
That's
they're
horrible.
doing in commercials.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, let's not talk
it's
anymore about it
ridiculous.
then.
Yeah,
Don't worry
It
about
is
it.
a good. It is good.
Both of these games are fantastic. They're
Yep.
both the same genre.
I wish Sekiro wasn't
And Sekiro
like,
does it
so
better.
early in the year because it was amazing.
yeah.
Right, because at the end of the day, they're both
'Cause I
Souls
forgot.
likes. Yes.
I forgot about
I think my main gripe with Star Wars was that it seemed like it was too easy.
I think we could have played on a harder difficulty, but yeah, it definitely was way easier than Sekiro.
I-
And that
I
just
mean,
could have been because we played Sekiro, me and Criisper at least. Like we didn't struggle at all with Star Wars.
I
because
found
we
it
played
difficult to
Sekiro.
parry.
Yeah,
I-
and
yeah,
pairing was
I'm-
like really easy for us because we had played Sekiro.
I'm playing right now through on Jedi Master or whatever, which is the second highest.
Yeah, that's what we
Master is
did.
the highest. And like, it's definitely difficult. It's not like I'm not running
It's-
through the game.
You
Yeah.
know what? Can we just say, what was his name? Ogdo. God bless our Lord Savior, Ogdo, or whatever his name was.
Did you fight that,
Yeah.
Matt, at the very beginning of the game?
No.
It was a giant frog.
On the first planet,
on the first
there's a little
Oh,
frog thing.
No, I didn't fight him. I don't think.
Oh, really?
You should have.
Yeah, we just
He gives you
we
a red
banged our
item.
head
He gives
against
you a
it
really good
repeatedly. Yeah.
Or the frog thing? I died against the frog thing, but there's like a frog thing boss that I did not.
That's what we're talking
That's
about. The
Ogdo
boss.
Bogdo.
Because
Yeah,
I
the bug.
struggled against the regular frog thing, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm
Yeah.
running away."
The boss is hard. It's the first one that you encounter in the game if you explore that way.
Yeah.
Ron, we didn't give up, dude.
We
All
did
right,
not.
So,
We beat it.
are
I
we,
think that's they're the
are we
same
doing
game.
one, too?
Sekiro does it better. So
There we
There
go.
you
Cool.
that's it.
wow.
God, I feel good about this list.
Why
That's
does
a
that
good
feel a
list.
lot easier than last year? I feel like last year was like a bloodbath.
Because we
I mean,
had better games
Because
last
it was
year.
God of War.
I mean, we just
and-
discussed this for 51 minutes, by the way. It wasn't necessarily easy.
Yeah.
This is just
God
Game
of
the
War
Year.
and Red Dead, right? Those were
Yeah, that was easy
Big
last
games.
year. Well, Red Dead actually was like our number 10. I don't even think it made that high.
deservedly. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, this single moment in Sekiro probably tops any moment.
What single moment?
I love
True.
that.
Oh, the
I love
fucking
that.
yeah, that was a big oof.
All right. So,
Talking about the snake.
Game of the Year, we have for 2019, we have honorable mentions of Sayonara, Wild Hearts,
Mhm.
Ukulele in the Possible Layer, Remnant from the Ashes. And then number 10, we have Baba Is You. Number 9, we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Number 8, Disco Elysium. Number 7, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. 6, Resident Evil 2. 5, Outer Wilds. 4, Borderlands 3. 3, Apex Legends. 2, Star Wars Jedi The Fallen Order. 1, Sekiro The Shadows Die Twice.
That's a good ass list.
That's
That
a good
is.
list. I feel.
And this reminds you of how good the year was.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because
Alright.
it was kind of a lackluster year.
It was.
Should we take a break?
But it looks good. Yeah, we're definitely doing a break.
No break.
No, we have to do a break.
No break.
It's been like an hour.
Push through.
I mean, if you guys
Star
want
Wars through it, guys.
I could push through it.
No, let's do a break.
I'm gonna take a break.
Like a quick one.
Yeah, like a very quick break.
I'm gonna go buy Outer Wilds.
Alright, we'll do it.
Yeah, I want to see that Sonic.